The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 254, being recorded on April the 27th, 2019. I am one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by Gunny Chief from the West Coast, the best coast, Henley Merrill. Welcome.
Hey, happy Saturday. It's good to be a gamer. Yeah.
That's right.
Let's do this.
That's right. And from somewhere in, I think, Wyoming. Somewhere in Wyoming.
Montana?
Shh.
Was it?
Don't tell him.
Brink of Eternity. Welcome.
It's legal.
What's up? What's up, guys? I wish I had Gunny's enthusiasm.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on, Brink.
It's Red Bulls.
And our
Thanks for having me.
friend St. Nicholas is dead. He died, I think. I'm getting an echo. Echo.
I don't hear it.
Turn down your headset, Brink. Turn it down a little bit. You're too loud. It's picking up your echo or something.
Hear you.
Anyways, people, you can follow us on Twitter at _Horrible Gamers. You can leave us a review on iTunes. You can follow us on Facebook, Horrible Gamers Podcast page. We have a group as well on Facebook. It's a closed group, so that means anything you post in the group, it's not visible by people that are outside of the group, I guess. You can always email us feedback at horriblegamers.com. And you can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/horriblegamers to support the show. Like Jonathan Hall has, Alan Mabey, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa, The Mayo, Jonathan Arcelo, Pork Chapu, Bo Sassone, Jesse Kraft, and Henley M.
Yeah!
Who is this Henley M guy?
Patreon. I don't know. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being Patreons, guys. I really, really sincerely appreciate it. And yeah. Anyways, our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistix, and it's called The Breakout. Our outro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Night Owl. Tonight we are not live because of reasons. It's a lot of setup.
Technical snafus.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
It's like a long setup process. It literally takes like an hour almost to set everything up. And that's too much time right now to like throw away right now. You know, right? You know what I mean, Gunny?
I know exactly what you mean. You could be playing
Division 2 right Division 2 right now, setting this up. You know, like, this is Division time is being cut into right now. This is not good. But, people, let's talk about video games, because that's what we're here to talk about. Let's get right to it. My game that I played this week was, of course, the Division 2. I've been playing lots of it. I actually finally hit World Tier 1. So there's that, Gunny. I hit World Tier 1.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I mean, who was I playing with this morning? I was playing with Subbaiter. I think I was playing alone for a long time. Then I finally started doing those, what you call those things, the strongholds? Right?
Yes. Yeah, the strongholds.
Yeah. So I started doing the strongholds, and when I started doing those, so I did the first one, which was the, what the hell is that person called? I think it was the hyenas or something. Anyways, I did that one. I killed everyone. And then I did the one that's on the island. You know, the island up in the left of the map or whatever.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, I did that one. And that one was hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
It was
I just went through that
hard.
one on World Tier 3.
Yeah. So
And that was with 3 or 4 people. That was also with Subbaiter.
I finished the first one by myself with not too much issues. I mean, it was difficult, but it wasn't too hard. That second one, though, that island, dude, I made it all the way to the end of it. You know, where you got to blow up the boat or whatever, blow up the tanks.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I always go down at that last stage.
Dude, I died. I was streaming it, and I probably died like 7 times in a row. I just died.
Who were you? You were with how many other people?
Just myself.
Oh, yeah, of course, man. If I go in with 3, I'm going to go down at least twice in that last area.
I like,
it's tough as nails.
I got like super close, like one time I blew up the right tank, and then a bunch of people came out, they killed me. The second time I started going to the left, so I was always able to blow up that first left tank, kill everyone. Then that one time before Subvader joined me, I actually was able to take out both tanks. I took them both out, so the boat kind of opens up, and you got to get on the boat and shoot the boat open or whatever. So I ran onto the boat, and I was trying to shoot the door open or whatever, but some flamethrower guys came at me and they just screwed me up completely. It was so heartbreaking, dude, because I was so close to beating it by myself. And then I just died at the end. Finally, at the end, though, thankfully, Subvader joined me. He probably saw my stream. He's probably, this guy sucks. I need to help him. And so he joined me, and he kind of helped me through it, man. And thanks to him, we actually made it all the way through and got the mission ending or whatever.
Yeah, because there's got to be at least 4 different waves in that last stage.
Oh, it was hard.
Of they come out.
They just don't stop coming.
3 times facing you, and then you go towards the boats, and then they come out 1 or 2 other times.
Yeah, and they come out behind you and in front of you, and they're chasing you. And there's a lot of those flamethrower guys, a lot of the people that throw those Molotov cocktails or whatever. They're throwing those at you. So it is hard as hell. It's really hard. But then what happened after that? We ended up doing the capital mission. So that's the last one in the game, right? Where you gotta do the capital stronghold or whatever.
Yeah.
So we went there and we did that. That was fun. And then the game ended or whatever. We got I got the cutscene where the Black Tusk show up or whatever. So now we're World Tier 1. So actually Brink joined us right before we finished that mission and got into that World Tier 1. He actually joined us in the game, and he was in there with us helping us out. So it was me, Subvader, and Brink, and then we got World Tier 1, and then we started doing World Tier 1 missions. My gear score right now, it's around 300, so I've been slowly but surely getting more gear or whatever.
Yeah, it just levels up. I think I'm at 350 now or something. But I do have a couple 400 guns that I guess were given to me or gifted to me, and then so I think
how does that work? So does the World Tier 1, does that have a cap right now? Do I have a cap of a certain level that I'm gonna get? I
think so, but I think even if you join somebody else's game, I think in your vanilla game, that's maybe the cap of what you're going to receive.
300 or so?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to get a lot of 300 guns.
Yeah, because I have a lot of 300, and all the gear that I get is always 300. I never get anything above it. I don't really get, so I'm thinking.
And it tells you
level 300.
As you go through, it'll get to level or World Tier 2, and then it'll say, "Oh, now you're up to 325 or 350." However, it ranks up.
Yeah, I think each world tier gives you 100 more points or something like that. Because I know the max cap is 500, and it's only 3 world tiers, right? Or 4? How many is there?
Well, because I just made it to the World Tier 4, actually, and
so there's 4.
I was talking to Mail today, and he said he just finished the last mission in World Tier 5. So I have no idea how far it even goes up.
How many fucking tiers is there?
I think 5.
Okay.
Crazy, yeah.
So it must be 5 for 500 points.
Now, do different activities drop different level gear, or is it all the same? In whatever world tier you're in, is that what dictates what gear you're gonna get?
I think it's all the same. It just depends on if you're doing a stronghold or.
So, I mean, if it's all the same, what is?
Or control.
What's the point of doing strongholds or Dark Zone?
Well, the point of there's no point in doing Dark Zone unless you just want new different types of gear. The point of doing the stronghold is to advance to the next world tier. The strongholds are the main story
so
mission.
it's the final gate before the next tier. Okay.
So the final story missions in each level is the strongholds themselves. So there's 3 of them, and you have to beat those 3 to get to the next world tier or whatever. Right?
I think so, because that's how I quickly made it from World Tier 3 to 4 today. I was like, how the hell did I do that?
Yeah, because you do the main missions, and then the main missions they're just the reason you want to do those is because those guarantee loot drops. They guarantee you're gonna get a piece of armor for your chest or your boots or whatever the fuck, your knee pads or your gloves. It guarantees gear, And the strongholds are actually locked based on gear score. So like when I moved up to World Tier 1, it said to like do this stronghold, you need to be gear score 275 or something.
Yeah, it's locked until you have to
so like
it.
right now I reached 300. So like the first one I unlocked, it said like, hey, this stronghold is now unlocked for you. But I couldn't launch it because Brink was in our group and he's not World Tier or whatever the fuck. So
yeah,
it won't let you launch it with somebody that's not part of it or whatever.
It'll say group ineligible.
Yeah. They can be in the world with you, though. They can help you do all the main missions, because Brink was with us, and he was helping us do all the main missions in there. So the only thing that it holds him back in is the strongholds, I think.
Correct.
But, I mean...
Yeah, it was pretty cool to be able to jump in as a level 1 and just join your game and start playing, and you're on, like, World Tier 2, you know?
Yeah, that was super cool, because now you're, like, level, what, 15 or
15, something? Yeah, in just a couple hours.
He literally hit level 15, Gunny, in a couple hours, dude.
Damn, yeah. It'll go fast when you're with level 30 guys, Yeah,
we were just fucking going through there.
And then you're getting top tier loot, aren't you, Brink, with that?
Yeah, all kinds of loot, man. And like my field caches, my proficiency caches just are maxed out. I kept having to clear them.
Yeah, it's like 10, I think, right? And you have to like unlock
them.
Yeah,
it's 10.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like... So, I'm having lots of fun with the game. The game is incredible. It's a beautiful game. I'm just loving it. There's nothing that I hate about the game. There really isn't. I like everything about it.
I can't think of anything that I don't like. Like, I'm trying to find, like, is there anything wrong with this game? Maybe,
it's
like...
so good.
Like the... What are they called? The SHD packages or something that you go and find in the world that help you level up your, like, your turret and things like that.
Yeah.
SHD, whatever those are, like, those are a little hard to find, but I think they designed it that way. Like, you have to go down in this tunnel underground and figure it out for yourself how to get there to where it's unlocked, where it's actually at. So
you just joined Jesus. He's the tunnel master.
Tunnel master. Yeah. Dude, I had a lot of fun with that.
Hey, bro, come over here. Come down in this tunnel.
Tunnel rat.
The tunnel. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm having lots of fun with that, man. Fucking awesome game, amazing game. I look forward to leveling up my guy to the fucking tier or whatever the fuck 5, I guess. But yeah,
man, I was not expecting the difference between Xbox and PC versions. I was pretty surprised.
What are you using? Mouse and keyboard, Brink?
I've done both. I played mouse and keyboard for a while, and then I grabbed my controller and tried it for a while. They're both really good.
What's the major difference for you from the PC to the Xbox, or the Xbox to the PC, I guess?
Just the amount of detail in the world. It's crazy. Like, there's so much more. There's just, everywhere you look, there's so much more detail everywhere. Like the vegetation, like the objects are more detailed, like everything. It just seems so much more realistic. It's crazy. And that's going from 4K on the Xbox to 1080p on the PC, and it still looks just way better.
Yeah.
I'm
you gotta see it, but it's
4K,
true.
40p
It's true.
At 165 hertz, and I just play at 440p, but still, it's just like that's the perfect sight for me to see.
That's the thing, is I'm struggling to even see it in 60 hertz because I'm just getting these constant frame rate crashes. Like, it's every 2 seconds, especially if we're out in an open world. Like, if we're in an indoor area, like with corridors and hallways, it's perfectly smooth and fine. But as soon as we get out to a big open area, it just starts crashing. And I don't know what's causing it, whether I have it on set to ultra or just the lowest. Like, I literally went and dropped every setting to the lowest possible setting, and it's the exact same thing. So I can't figure it out. It's driving me insane.
That is weird. I don't know
it
what
is.
that is. There's moments where my frame rate does dip down quite a bit, and that's only when, like I said, there's explosions or something crazy happens. So usually there'll be an explosion, or the fire guys will come out and they start shooting their flamethrowers everywhere, and then something blows up and I'm getting shot at a bunch. All of a sudden it'll just dip. It'll just go to 20. Or just boom,
yeah,
and then go right back up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the game and the optimization of the game in its current state, or if it's something wrong with my build. But I'm hoping it's the game.
I think it's just the game.
I don't know, Break, because I had that issue for the first 2 weeks playing this game. and I was like, man, there's still like some stutters. I didn't know like if it was the game, but now it just seems like it's been running really smooth for the last 2 weeks.
And that's how I would describe it in general. It's just a stutter. It's just like a persistent stutter that I cannot get to go away. And the difference, the major difference between Xbox and PC is when I'm playing on my Xbox, I don't really ever notice like little frame dips and drops and that kind of thing. But on PC, I'm so sensitive to it. Like if it drops 2 frames, I notice it. And I'm just like,
it's because you got a fucking counter up on the left corner of the screen.
No, not even that. Because I don't focus on the counter. Like I'll see the dip, and then I'll look at the counter to verify it, and sure enough, it's dropped 2 or 3 frames.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'll set a cap, and I'll keep lowering the cap because I just want to stay at a locked, stable frame rate. But for some reason in that game, I can't get that to happen.
You know what? Hey, Brink, I have a thing here. I lost the website, but it just kind of shows like a basic way to run Division 2. So there's like a lot of things set to medium, and but then you keep the sky set to high. I don't know. Either way, I'll send that to you.
I went through a video once when I first got the game, and it was just like that. It was like, like changing the reflections doesn't really make much of a difference. Like, and then changing like another thing will really make a huge difference on your frame rates. It'll just completely use up a lot of your CPU or your GPU. It'll just fuck with it a lot.
I think it's shadows or whatever really fucks with it.
Shadows really fucks with it. The biggest one is fog, though. Fog, do not turn to high.
Right, keep that one at medium or low.
Just keep the fog at medium or low, man, because that fucking fog will really slow down your PC a lot. It'll just fucks with it. I don't know what it is. So there's lots of settings that you can mess with and really optimize your game. The other day, actually, I set my game just to see if it would stay there. I lowered it all the way to 60 frames, just like solid 60, and it just ran like at that. It just stayed there. Didn't move up or down. It just fucking stayed there.
You ever noticed that?
And that's what I've been trying to do, man. That's exactly it. I set the frame limiter to 60, and I literally dropped it all the way down to low, and I was still getting stuttering.
Really?
And my current setup is more than capable of running everything at decent settings. I just don't know. I'm missing something somewhere.
And you've got an AMD, and this game is designed via AMD or recommended even.
Yeah, it is. Because you can when you boot it up, it tells you AMD or whatever. Like, has all the.
I was having the exact same problem in Battlefield 5, and then I disabled DirectX 12.
Yeah,
and everything smoothed out.
Really?
So I tried doing that in the Division, but it was kind of the same whether I was using DirectX 12 or not. So
for me, I actually get better performance using DirectX 12 than DirectX 11.
Yeah,
I get better performance that way. I don't know. Maybe it's the graphics cards. I don't know because I'm using an NVIDIA one or whatever. It's weird, man. It's fucking weird.
There's so much that goes in. People say, well, you're wrong about PC gaming. It's not as complicated as you would think.
Oh, bullshit.
Everything basically sets itself, and then you just go, bull fucking shit.
Bullshit, dude. Like I told you,
I've been playing on PC for like a month, and I swear I've spent 29 out of those 31 days fucking with settings.
Oh, you have.
Yeah,
I've barely even gamed.
You are a fucking tweaker, man. You tweak out all the settings.
I know. Well, I obviously want to get as much performance as I can for my money. So yeah, I've been messing with settings and stuff. But just getting a game to run smooth to the point where I'm not noticing random frame drops and stuff is a serious pain in the ass. And that was with my old graphics card, which was an RX 580, and now my new graphics card, which is a Vega 56. And I've researched my CPU, and apparently it's more than capable of playing modern AAA games. So it's annoying. It's like it's always ups and downs. Whereas on my Xbox, it's like every game just plays at like either 30 or 60, and it's locked that way.
It's just there. It just works.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of having a console,
change
man.
your TV settings, right? Yeah.
That's the good thing about a console. You just turn it on literally and go. On a PC, there is sometimes, for example, today you were having issues launching the game. It wouldn't launch for you. It's because you're fucking. Wasn't it your drivers or something were too updated or something?
Well, I thought it was. I was using some newer but optional drivers, because when you get an update, it says these drivers are optional. They're kind of like a beta. It's like a beta sort of thing. So you can download them or not. It's up to you. And so I was using those, and I downloaded Division 2. I could not launch it. It would just launch to a blank black window with a little like Division themed mouse cursor, and it would sit there, and I could hear the audio of the game too. And I could not get past that. I could not. And I spent, not kidding you, 5 hours.
You did.
Trying to get Division 2 to freaking launch.
Because I started streaming like at 10 a.m.? And he ended up getting on like a few hours ago.
And so finally I got it going. I reverted my drivers. I reset my PC for the 10th time, and finally the game worked, and I thought, okay, it was it. It was the drivers. Everything's going to be okay now.
Yeah.
But then my game crashed, and I go to relaunch it, and I get the black screen again. So I don't know what's going on, man. As my computer hates the game or something.
That sucks.
That game and Destiny 2 are two games that I cannot get to run well on my computer. Every other game I can get to run pretty damn good. So I don't know what's going on there. I need one of the PC people to help me out.
The Division 2, it's a pretty
get in here.
It's a pretty intensive game though, man. It does give graphics cards their run for their money, man. Like even high-end graphics cards, that game can really push quite a bit.
The game is gorgeous, man. Yeah. Whenever it's working, holy shit.
The game is fucking good.
Who designed that world?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Who's
the dude who's like, let's put a fire hydrant there, and hold on, put a little scratch on it. Okay. And then behind that, put that sign, fade it a little bit and like tear out the edges. Like, who goes through and does all that shit? That must take forever.
5,000 people working at Ubisoft. That's what it takes.
Like, do they have an AI labs? Program? Like,
I know that
procedurally generate that shit, or does some dude go through with like a damn paintbrush and design the entire world? Like, I want to know how that works.
Well, they probably used a lot of assets from the first game, but at the same time, they do have, like I said, like 5,000 people working on the game at the same time. Like, they have their studios in Paris, like all their studios in Canada, which is like two of them, I think, two of the Ubisoft studios.
You get this block, District A, and this quadrant.
Pretty much. You guys are in charge of like the guns. You guys are in charge of like the t-shirts. You guys are in charge of like the characters and shit. Like, they pretty much give every studio like something to do, and then at the end of the day they piece it all together and make a game out of it. It's fucking crazy, man.
Games have come a long way. Holy crap.
Ubisoft, if you look at even the opening credits of that game where it says like it shows all the Ubisoft studios that worked on it, and it was like Ubisoft this, Ubisoft Montreal, Ubisoft Spain, Ubisoft Paris, Ubisoft Australia. It just like goes down the fucking list of all the Ubisoft studios around the world. It's fucking crazy, man.
Isn't it like, who is it, Massive Games or something? And then they probably branch out and use like other third-party companies for design and art and things like that.
You use like contractors and shit. It's just a lot of work to make a fucking game. That's why it costs like whatever it is, $50 million or whatever the fuck to make a video game these days, because you got to pay all those people something. You know? Yeah. Ain't nobody working for free.
It would be kind of cool if like they did what that Star Citizen game does, and they have an entire planet that's procedurally generated. And when you explore that planet, you're seeing things like for the first, like no human has put their hands on. Like, that was created by AI. There's something really neat about that.
That's why I love No Man's Sky, man. Honestly, that's like my fascination with it. Is I go somewhere, and then if I scan the planet from a distance and it says like nobody's been here, because it'll tell you like if somebody's been on that planet and when and where they landed, etc. Cool. But if you scan it and it'll say like how many players have been here, none. It's like, this planet, you have discovered it, and like you discovered it at this time, at this hour, on this date, and it'll save your information there. So like, let's say a year from now somebody lands in that same area of the galaxy or whatever, or flies there to that same galaxy, they're going to be able to say like, hey, this galaxy was discovered by Jesus Walkslot on this day at this time. Yeah.
Plant your flag.
That's super cool, man. It's just like, yeah, you're seeing something nobody has seen before.
Yeah, and it's pretty unique shit sometimes that you see in No Man's Sky.
What is that game, Everspace? Or not Everspace, but there's another flying simulator that does the same thing. It's a lot larger.
Yeah, like I said, that fucking game that you were just talking about, Brink,
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen, I really want to get into.
I went to that
Oh,
website.
shit, that game looks insane,
I want to get into it,
insane. Like, I legit thought it was going to be Sega graphics, because I know that game's been around since, like, the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Hasn't it? And then I watched a YouTube video showing one of the latest updates, and holy shit, it's, like, photorealistic.
Yeah.
It looks insane. And it's literally an entire planet fully detailed and realized that's procedurally generated, and you could fly anywhere and land anywhere, and it's a full detailed, like, photorealistic world.
It's like a
it's
world.
Insane.
Now, I know
Holy
that
shit.
you had joked around about this in the chat, in our chat, and I went to that website and it said, to download the alpha or something. Is that something you need to be invited to?
No, you just pay to get into it now. It used to be like I think this game actually started as a Kickstarter project or some shit.
Yeah, I know we have a community member who had pointed that out. They were excited for it.
You have to buy a starter package. I think it's like $50, and then you choose between 2 different ships that you can start with, and then once you do that, you spawn and can become a part of the game, essentially. So
yeah, so it says here that right now they are currently now up to Squadron 42, and that is actually a story-based single-player campaign set in the world of Star Citizen. And that as of this year, they've raised like a shitload of money, dude. A lot.
So is it going to be like an Eve type thing? Because I haven't really seen much gameplay on it.
Yeah, it's pretty much just
that's
space.
the game, Jesus. That's the game where they have the big, like, spaceship battles. That's
Spaceship.
Eve.
Yeah,
Eve Online.
Yeah. That's the other
Star
one.
Citizen is a different thing.
Star Citizen is the one that has like all the famous voice actors, right? Is that it? Or
I would imagine.
Different.
Because
there's one of these fucking games.
Looking the way it does.
It's either Eve or Star Citizen that has like major voice actors, like movie actors and shit, doing the voices for all the characters, and like they're in the fucking game. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is fucking crazy looking though. They both are. Yeah, EVE Online was released in 2003. It says initial release. Star Citizen came out 2012.
Okay, yeah. So I was getting the two mixed up.
Same here.
That's
They're
why I
easy
was
to
so
mix
shocked.
up, though, man. They're easy to mix up.
Yeah.
EVE Online looks pretty good too, though. If you look at the graphics, it looks pretty insane.
Yeah, for a 2003 game, it does look good.
But yeah, like it's just crazy to me how many games are on PC that are just experiences you can only experience on PC, man. You know, that's kind of the cool thing about it, I guess. You know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped for Borderlands, and I'm kind of torn. If I can get these PC stuttering issues fixed, then I'm definitely going to get it on PC. But if not, I might go Xbox. I don't know. It's all kind of resting on that. I just want to get this sorted out and be done with it, so I can start enjoying games rather than fucking with settings and stuff.
At the end of the day, I think I'm going to buy most of my games on the PC just for the fact that I could own it forever. That's super appealing to me, that you could just buy it and keep it for the rest of your life, pretty much. You know.
What, you don't buy it and keep it on the Xbox?
Well, I guess you do too now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a license is a license, right?
I mean, I think Microsoft's going to keep going, whether they go to streaming even.
Yeah, I think.
As long as we keep
hopefully they
someone
keep
like
it.
Phil Spencer in there.
Yeah, as long as they don't change.
Or if somebody carries that torch, you know.
Some president that's a dick who wants to fucking.
I hope not.
Nail people for money.
Don't say that. No.
How did that Don Matrick dude ever have that job? Like, that guy was a douche.
Just by being in the company for so long, man, and being qualified for the job.
Who is more out of touch than that guy? Like, I don't even get it.
I don't know. He actually ended up going to work for Zynga, and he got like a huge bonus to go work there.
Yeah, I remember that. And then And then that was it. That's the last we heard of him.
Yeah, that's the last we heard of him. I don't know if he's still
last we heard about Zynga, too.
He probably OD'd on like blow or something. He just seems like that type of guy.
Just doing fucking rails of fucking cocaine off of hookers' tits, just like fucking tons of cocaine.
Like not even normal hookers, like the weird hookers.
Yeah, the weird ones.
You know what I'm talking about.
Ones with all the face tattoos, yeah.
Shit. Anyways.
Missing an arm.
What else have I played this week? So, man, I went to my Xbox. I didn't play nothing on the Xbox this week, I don't think. No.
So you went to it, but you didn't actually play anything?
No, I didn't play anything.
Went to it,
I want to talk about my current favorite game right now, Fortnite Air Royale, actually. So last Sunday, Last Sunday, it was like around 1 p.m. last Sunday. I started streaming around noonish. I began my stream. All right. 2 hours into the stream, I was getting the hang of the game. You know, I got my first Air Royale. Boom, just got it. Boom, with this guy named like Juan Banana or something. That was his gamer tag. And then me and Juan, we actually became friends. He added me on the Epic thing. He was like, "I'm gonna add you as a friend." He added me, and then he had all the cool dances, and he had the cool skins and shit. But this is our plan. We never spoke. Me and Juan never talked. But he knew.
Of course, it's Juan.
He knew. He knew that I was the pilot and he was the guy on the wing. And that's how we played. I always flew, and he was always on the wing. And if he spawned inside the seat, he would switch seats real quick and wait for me to get on, and boom, spawn in the pilot seat or switch over to the pilot seat. And then we just had like a thing going, dude. We won like 8 games. After that, I ended up playing for like 4 hours, dude, or something shit like that. 4 or 5 hours, some shit like that.
You guys meshed well.
We fucking won like 8 games, dude.
That was your brother, bro. That's
2 of them,
long-lost brother Juan.
2 of them were like straight back-to-back wins. Like we lost one. Okay, we got second place. We lost. Yeah, we got second place. So we lost that one, the one before that. But then after that, we won one, and then we won the other one. Like just straight back-to-back wins, dude. And it felt so fucking good. We were just kicking ass, man. It was honestly like incredible. We were like fucking like the perfect team, and we never spoke, never talked.
Was this on Xbox or on PC?
PC, and he was on PC too, because it'll show you like what the other person is playing on or whatever. And for him, it showed like a mouse and keyboard, and for me, it showed that too. So
how are the flying controls on the PC?
This is the trick that I used. I actually used my Xbox controller to fly on the PC.
Gotcha.
So I just had my Xbox.
Pretty damn good on there. I was watching you stream. I was like, man, he's pretty good at these flying games.
I'm pretty good, right? Like, fuck.
So it's like Battlefield Air Superiority mode or something?
Kind of. So you're in a little biplane, and your little guy, your gunner, he's on like the wing. He stands on the wing. He can switch from the left to the right, and he can also stand on the tail of the plane. So like the left and the right of the tail, you know. So you're in a little biplane, and as the pilot, you have like a gun on the plane that you can shoot. So you only shoot in front, right? So you're shooting front. But the guy on the wing, he can pull out like a rocket launcher, minigun, pistol, etc., or some machine gun, and he's shooting at the planes around you that are chasing you or around you. And the goal is to like find these chests, they're like orbs. You know, they fall from the sky. They're purple, gold, etc. Like based on like how the tier of loot that's in there. So gold is obviously the best one. That's legendary. Purple is epic. Blue is rare. And like white is just regular loot. As you're flying through these orbs, you know, they land on the ground. You have to fly and get them. You're going to get better guns. So they have like only so many weapons that you can get in the game. They have a pistol, a like middle tier weapon, which is either an assault rifle or some machine gun. And then like a high powered weapon, which could be like a sniper rifle. It could be like a sniper rifle, a marksman rifle, or like a minigun, like a fucking Gatling gun. And those you get, like, usually you get those in the purple chest or in the gold ones. And dude, me and Juan one time, we had like our shields all the way up. We had like gold pistols, gold submachine guns, gold minigun, and like he had like unlimited ammo for that minigun, dude. Because I just kept fucking picking up all the gold chests. And that's how you resupply your ammo for your weapons. Sometimes, you know, if you don't... Because if you already have the gold minigun, there's no gun better than that. So it's just going to give you more ammo for it. You start off with 1,000 rounds, we had like probably 15,000 rounds. You could just sit there and shoot that thing forever and never reload and just keep fucking shooting. And we ended up destroying everybody in that match, dude. Everyone got fucking wrecked.
How do you heal back up? Just over time?
No, there's also orbs that come from the sky, and those orbs are like health. They're like red. They're like red circles or something, and you just fly through them, and it'll give you health. And if your health is all the way full, it'll heal up shields, and you get like 100% shields and 100% health. So you have like a green bar and a blue bar. That's how your health goes. It was pretty cool fucking mode though, man. I'm telling you, it's probably the funnest battle royale that I played in a while. I had a fucking blast with it, dude, and I don't know, maybe Fortnite should keep that mode around because that mode was super fun. That's one thing about Fortnite that I gotta say they do better than any other company out there. Like, they know how to like change up their game just enough to like get new people interested and wanting to try it, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking loved it. I fucking loved it.
Was it Battlefield 3 or 4 that introduced the air superiority? I can't remember, but it kind of almost reminded me of it just a little bit when you started playing that. I was like, oh, I know where they got this from.
But they got like the cool music. It's like some 80s music, like some Top Gun type music in there and shit. You know, it starts like it doesn't start with music, but as soon as you start, like you turn the engine on, the plane will start diving. The music starts. It's fucking cool, man. Oh, so good. So good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we got like 8 wins, 8 wins, I think, altogether that night.
Sweet.
Yeah, we were killers, dude. Like one match, we ended up getting like 30 something kills between both of us. He got like 22 kills on the wing, and I got like 10 kills, like flying, like shooting out of the plane, like shooting the main gun or whatever on the plane. That's insane. That's a lot of fucking kills.
Yeah.
You know, there's 50 people in the match, and they all get like 3 planes. So, yeah, it's 100 and something.
So, like
lives.
3 respawns.
Yeah,
basically?
you get like 2 or 3 respawns. Yeah, yeah. Like if your plane blows up once all the way, you get another plane, and you spawn again. Then that plane blows up all the way, then you get your last plane. And if that plane blows up all the way, then you're out of the match.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, fun times though, man. Fun times. Check it out, dudes. I'm telling you, if you are not a fan of Fortnite, don't worry about it, because I'm not a fan of Fortnite. I was like, rocking a hobo skin, you know, like just playing, dude, and it was a lot of fun.
And it probably don't matter much when you're sitting in a seat of a plane.
Sitting in a fucking plane, yeah.
Unless you're wearing a hat, you know.
And I actually ended up unlocking a bunch of like free stuff for like their battle pass, their new one. You know how they have like the hobo battle pass and like the paid one?
Yeah, different tiered, yeah.
Well, I ended up actually like unlocking like up to like level 17 or something of the hobo one because I just kept ranking up because I just kept fucking winning, you know? So it actually counts towards the battle pass. So I just kept ranking up and getting the wins or whatever. So a lot of fun there. Anyways. Cool. Besides that, I don't really play much else, man. I played a little bit of Bomber Crew, I think. Got the hang of that. Had a little fun playing that. Been continuing to stream quite a bit. Streaming here and there. Got my Mixer page all spruced up, looking nice, kind of. I hope. It looks kind of nice to me. Maybe it doesn't look nice to you, but fuck you. I don't care about your opinions. But yeah. Yeah, that's all. That's all I played, Gunny. What have you been playing?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to new member, Dave. His gamer tag is Cezio. Met him in Division 2. He did join the Horrible Gamers podcast group. Thank you, Dave. So it's been a big help joining in my games. Yeah. Get me ranked up to World Tier 4. Tier. I did tell myself this week, I'm like, I'm going to play other stuff. I'm going to turn my Xbox on because Ryan did purchase Mortal Kombat 11. And I really didn't even play that game. My kid already beat the campaign, like the main story. Like he was going through like the tutorial. I'm like, he's like, skip all this stuff. I'm just going to go play the game. But I think it looks pretty good, man, especially on the Xbox. So I'll get around to playing some more of that. It's not my genre, but I'll get my kid in here. He's pretty good at guiding me in the right direction. He said he's more of that mouse and keyboard, but obviously you have to use the controller on Xbox. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll get into that. I did play World War Z with your brother, Omar, and his friends. So I added those guys on.
Nice.
I played that last week.
You didn't get annoyed by his friends?
No, they were actually pretty cool. They were from Florida.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they were pretty cool guys.
I always block all his friends. They all hate me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Nice. I don't know what it is, man. There's some really annoying friends that he has that it just, those type of people that have like no filter. They just say whatever.
Yeah, they were actually like I could tell they were holding back a little bit because they didn't really know me that well.
Yeah.
When I told them I was from the Bay Area and they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or something. I could have just made some like serious Florida jokes on them, but I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to go there. These guys are pretty good. They were helping me back up when I went down."
Yeah.
So I was like, "All right, time to troll."
Some of his friends, I always end up when I invite him to a party, I set my party to invite only, so no one can join. I'm telling you, you invite that guy to a party, dude, within like 20 minutes, there's like 50 people in there, all trying to fucking play zombies and shit or play everything.
I had a friend today in Division, and then one of his friends joined, and he's like, his gamer tag was like Marco Polo, and he's like playing some like Italian rap music in the background, loud. I'm just like, really?
Italian rap music.
I was like, or some techno beat Italian music or something. And then it was funny because my friend was like, well, I can't hear you because your music's too loud. What did you say? And he just kept fucking saying it over and over. I'm just like,
oh god!
Instead of turning this guy,
instead of turning down the music and being smart, it fucking pisses me off. Don't have loud music, people. Just don't.
But again, we were in that last like Roosevelt Island mission. Like the last section, it was like, dude, if I go to mute this guy, then I'm gonna go down a couple times. Forget it. Just it's almost over. It's almost done. But
I would have muted him. I don't care. I
didn't know how to do it. Like I've never done that. Like in Uplay. Well, I probably could have done it. I guess in game. Anyway.
Anyways.
But back to World War Z. Yeah, there's only like 4 maps.
Yeah,
and they seem pretty repetitive, but I do like the shooting seems really easy. Like
so good, dude.
I thought again, going back to my Xbox, playing on a large TV, like my aim's going to be so far off. But the guns are super simple.
Oh, it's super easy. You just shoot at the zombies
because they're predictable, right? Like they'll come in through a wave. I'm thinking it's like that Siberia Russian map or whatever, and they'll come in and you'll just. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're just trying to keep them from fucking climbing up the walls, and they do that 3 times, and then you go and you click a lever, and then come back and fight more waves of enemies. But I mean, it was fun just like shooting hundreds of them at one time. Like I think one of was it the crossbow?
Yeah,
that one's pretty cool. Like where you'll shoot it once and you'll see like the glowing red ammunition on there, and then it just blows up like 5 of them at a time. But I think I was mainly just trying to do like assault rifles. Until we got out to, again, back with Omar's friends again, we got out to, like it was a larger map with like some set machine guns. Mm-hmm. And then there was like a few different places to find rocket launchers.
Yeah, there's a few like special weapons. You can find like a grenade launcher or rocket launchers or like a minigun, like some kind of like special machine gun or something that shoots like special bullets.
Yeah, that was pretty tight. So...
Or
I think some of those maps were
mortar launchers. Sometimes you'll find like mortar fucking rounds or whatever. Shoot mortars at the zombies.
Yeah, so you got the mortars, and I wasn't sure like, did they have like specific placements for the mortars? Like, how they're like grayed out?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay, so you just have to choose one location. Is that correct?
Yeah, you have to pretty much like say like, okay, we're gonna defend this side facing this way, and like for example, like one time, I set up the mortar facing a certain direction on a map. And then the zombies ended up coming from the other side of the map. So I shot off all the mortar rounds, but it didn't kill any zombies because there was none coming from this direction. So then we killed the whole wave that came from the left or whatever behind us. And then there's like, there's another wave coming in. So when we go back out, they were actually coming from the direction where I set up the mortar in the first place, but I didn't have any rounds left. So it's
I think
you're
you
stupid.
Shoot it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
and then
you wasted all. I wasted all my rounds on nothing when I could have killed a bunch of zombies there. But it was really cool was because like they're coming at the fences, right? And they're like, they're banging on the fence. And there's so many of them. There's like thousands of them probably on the screen at the same time. They're all running at the fence and they're banging on these chain link fences. And if you're not shooting them off the fence, dude, say you're like my stupid teammates were focusing on shooting the zombies climbing over the fence, but I was trying to shoot at the ones that were pushing the fence.
Yeah, you can do that
these
too.
guys didn't do that, and what ended up happening was the zombies just knocked the fence over because there were so many of them pushing against it. So they just knocked it over, and next thing you know, you got like 400 zombies running at you all at once. It was insane.
Is that the one with the helicopter where there's just a lady standing there?
I don't know.
And then,
there's a bunch of
them.
them.
So then you're behind that helicopter with, so when they push that fence down, you can actually place down like a weapon there to
like a shocking barrier or something. That game is so much fun. It does a really good job of like making you feel scared of zombies.
Man, when they're coming down that freeway, oh my god! And all you hear is and then it just gets louder and louder. You can just see like thousands of them running,
just like jumping off the fucking walls and shit.
Like in the movie, you're like,
oh
shit, is everybody ready? Like you're just like gripping your
and then
mouse and keyboard or controller, like we're ready.
Or they're coming up a wall and you see them start forming like a pyramid and they're just climbing on top of each other trying to get up and you're just shooting at them to knock them off. You're like, fuck, this is intense, dude. But yeah. I wonder,
does that game have a story mode or is it like a horde mode?
It's it's like what's that game? Like Left 4 Dead. Exactly
it's
like
a
how
successor to Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah, it's like how those stories,
3.
like the stories in Left 4 Dead were like you're the group that went through the mall and you're trying to find the exit. It's like that.
Okay.
It's light on the story.
Yeah, very light. Like one of them is like you're trying to, like for example, one of the stories is you're trying to rescue a doctor from his house in Jerusalem. So you have to go get the doctor from his house and escort him to the helicopter to get him out because he's the doctor that knows the cure or whatever. Another one, you're in like Russia, you're in Moscow, and you're trying to get to like an underground KGB bunker or something where there's a special like secret ultimate weapon that they're going to release on the city to kill all the zombies, which is like some kind of nerve gas or something that they have to release to kill all the zombies. So you're trying to fight your way into the bunker to get down there to release the nerve gas. And the other one is like you're trying to survive downtown LA or something. Another one is I know there's Moscow, the downtown. There's a bunch of them. I need Jerusalem.
So one is it New York City or something?
New York City, maybe?
You're down in the subway?
Yeah, you're down the subway.
Yeah. So one of the things I like about this is like when the areas are like large, but you just kind of have to know like where the hordes are coming from. I mean, you probably learn the pattern of where they're coming from, because if you stray from the group, man, you'll get overtaken.
But even on easy mode, this game is fucking hard. Don't think like you're just gonna be able to get in there and just kill the zombies. Like even on easy mode, you will go down because there's like these big zombies, like huge dudes, and they'll come at you. They're like the tanks kind of. They take a lot of bullets to take down, but anyways, these guys run at you like full speed while other zombies are running at you, and they just grab you and start slamming you on the ground like a fucking ragdoll.
Pounding your head into the ground. Like, and there's no way to evade them, I haven't found.
No.
So they're going to target one enemy. So I think the strategy is really just for your teammates and you to take them out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, or just run. If you're the person that's being targeted, just try to take off running while your teammates are trying to shoot at him while he's focused on you.
Yeah, back up a little bit. Don't get too close because then
that fucking guy will grab you, dude. And like I said, he'll slam you on the ground, and you're just helpless. Or you're just looking at him slamming you on the ground.
Yeah, it kind of does give you that Left 4 Dead feeling of just him slamming your back of your head into the pavement. You know,
it's fucking cool though.
Yeah.
Anyway, so World War Z, man. I actually want to play a little bit more of that, Gunny. We should play some. I mean,
man, you remind me. I just got to keep the PC off and on, because I'll freaking play Division 2 for like 6 hours. So.
I played Division 2 all morning. I was streaming it for 4.5 hours. Like, fuck, I was playing it forever, dude. I'm like, you're right. Maybe I should turn off the PC and go and play my Xbox a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get in there and kill some zombies for sure.
I need to.
Yeah. And, how many difficulties are there? Because I noticed, like, there's, like, the
easy, normal, hard, and, like, master or something like that.
I thought I saw, like, 5 or 6 different difficulties. There's a lot of them, I thought, fuck, if there's just easy, how hard is, like, the maximum difficulty?
No, like, there's, like, one that has, like, 6 skulls on it. Like,
that's what I saw.
Easy has, like, 0 skulls. Normal has, like, 1. I mean, like, it goes up. The more, like, higher it goes up really high. I think that last one has like 5 or 6 goals on there. So it means it's really fucking hard. And it even tells you on there, like, do not play this if you have not like completely mastered the fucking game at this point.
Yeah, because you'll learn every nook and cranny of it, and then once you get it down, then you know, like, all right, you stand over here, you go up on top of this building right here,
and not just that, but you get perks as you level up. Your guys get more powerful. So, like, for example, like my guy can now like carry more ammunition, and he does more damage with like assault rifles. Another guy, he does better with like sniper rifles, or like the medic can heal people faster, etc. You know, like you have like perks, and you have to unlock them, and also your weapons can be upgraded as well. You get like these coins that can unlock like kind of like a preset of a weapon. So you unlock like the red fire weapon, and that weapon does like so much more damage with so much more ammunition. But then like the next tier weapon, like the blue one, that does only so many damage, but maybe it carries way more ammo than the red one. So it goes up by levels the more you unlock. Super cool. Yeah.
I've noticed that too with like, since I've been using like a medic, I unlocked a few perks that are like heal teammates 50% faster now. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that, or definitely make that perk purchase.
Yeah.
You know, for getting people up, it's critical, especially when you're playing in higher difficulties.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it, man. Anyway, anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Brink, talk to me.
I've been playing a lot of old games.
PC Builder?
Yeah, man. I did the whole PC thing and pretty much spent all my money on doing the PC thing, so I had no money left over for new games. So I like joined Origin Access, and I've just been playing old stuff like Dead Space 2, the Mass Effect trilogy, Battlefield 3 and 4, and just, I don't know, just trying to learn PC and learn mouse and keyboard. Spent a lot of time doing that. You know, it's like a whole new world. It's kind of sort of taken over my mental space, you know, just trying to, I've spent way more time just learning the in and outs of PC rather than actually like playing games. It's such a different, like the sort of gaming lifestyle in quotations, because on Xbox, I'm always just thinking about what game am I going to play? Do I like this game? I'm kind of bored of this game. Maybe I'll play this game. And this game's coming out in a week. But on PC, it's like, well, how's my hardware running? What are my temperatures? Am I getting as much performance as I should? You know, what component do I need to upgrade in order to play this game? And it's crazy, man. But I'm not complaining. It's been fun. Like, I've actually thoroughly enjoyed it. It's like a completely new hobby. I don't know. It's just tinkering. It's scratching my tinkerer itch, I guess.
Your sphincter itch?
My sphincter itch is scratching it. You know, I've like fully like disassembled and reassembled my PC like 3 or 4 times now. I know that thing inside and out. And like building it was such a cool experience to take all these parts and put them together, and it's that whole like I've created fire experience, you know, like when you plug it in and it turns on, it's like holy shit, I did that.
That euphoria comes over you, like, oh my god, it's the opening screen to Windows 10. Holy shit, yeah. How did I do this?
But yeah, just been. Yeah, learning mouse and keyboard was a lot more difficult than I was expecting. Like, I've sort of messed around with it before, and I'm aiming with the mouse. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Unless you're playing against people who are really good at it.
Yeah,
so it's really hard.
So, Brink, I'm actually like considering going back to even PUBG, because when I first got that game from the mail, I was like, controller, right? And it works pretty good. There's a few things like it doesn't zoom in. You know, you can't crouch all the way, you know, unless you like input commands. So now that I've been playing Division like relentlessly, like I'm excited to actually go back and play PUBG, because now I feel like I've gotten my mouse and keyboard skills down.
You know? Yeah, it's just you have to rewire your brain. Been playing with a controller for so long, reaching for keys is so alien, and you have to just sort of force yourself to do it. And eventually, it's gotten to the point where now when I pick up my controller, it feels sort of foreign. I'm in like an in-between state now, I guess. Like neither one feels completely comfortable, but definitely feeling a lot better with the keyboard and mouse, than I did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I feel like using thumbsticks is kind of weird, It
is. It really is. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to my arm placement with my mouse. Like, am I aiming more with my wrist? Am I aiming more with my mouse? Do I want my wrist down? Do I want my wrist up? It's pretty crazy.
There's like unlimited amount of YouTube videos on showing like arm placement with mouse and keyboard. I was like, what? Be a better shooter at CS:GO using proper arm placement. I was like, okay.
Yeah, man. So between learning keyboard and mouse, learning how a PC works, trying to get my games to run smoothly, trying to figure out what components I need to put together and upgrade next, and all this other stuff, it's like it's been a little overwhelming, but kind of awesome too, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe I should just go boot up the Xbox and just kick back and just enjoy some games.
Yeah,
but sometimes I like tweaking out on the PC. So
yeah,
who knows what'll happen going forward?
I don't know, man. I actually enjoy PC gaming quite a bit more than the Xbox. I don't know, it's just a better experience. It's funner, but it's less social. I don't talk to people as much.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have a constant stream of people talking shit and like the universal chat, because that's the thing. In most games on PC, you click enter and then it brings up a chat. So you have like whatever game you're playing on the left side of the screen, there's just a constant flow of chat. And, it's like back in the day, Xbox 360, like people are talking about fucking your mom and stuff. Like, and it's just a constant stream of it on the left side of the screen. But.
Yeah, if I didn't mention it a couple weeks ago, but I've noticed also, like, I always keep my chat open, like when I'm playing Division 2, but I'll use the push to talk feature. Depending on, like, if I have a friend join, then I think I have to take that off in order for them to hear me. Since we're not like in a Discord chat or anything. But I found like a lot of people, like just randoms, they'll come in, they'll help me out. There's like the general keyboard chat or something, but a lot of times they won't use a voice. And I'm like, this is like Xbox, same scenario. Yeah. But I've been a couple of friends on there that I've added on. And it's been a good experience.
What has completely blown me away about PC is I can play a game that's 5 years old and it's like a brand new game. It's like every old game I play is remastered. Because you go in there, suddenly you're going from 30 frames to 60 frames, which is huge. Like, do not underestimate the difference that makes. It's insane.
Brink. It's not. It's insane. You can't tell difference.
You're going from ultra low settings to ultra high settings. Like, you're getting more detail. You're getting double, triple, quadruple the frame rate. It's freaking insane. Like, the first Mass Effect looks fucking awesome on PC, and it looks like nutsack on Xbox One backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
I played Crysis 3, and it looked as good, if not better, than any modern AAA game that I was playing on my Xbox. Like, that game is sick looking.
Yeah, that game looks amazing, doesn't it? It's
good. Right, and you played it too, and you were like, "Holy shit, this is awesome! Dude, it looks so good." Yeah. I no-lifed that game within a couple days, and I beat it. Like, it sucked me in. It was awesome, and that game had, might I add, had no hitching or stuttering or frame rate drops. It was nice and smooth. And that's what I'm searching for.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, Brink, I remember you had played, I think it was Borderlands 2, and I know that like there's some default settings that make it kind of look like ass even on PC. I wonder if you got that figured out.
Well, yeah. So, well, that was actually the first Borderlands, and what happened was when I launched it, it launched at as low of settings as you could possibly set it as, and it launched it in like sub HD resolution. Like it was at like 480 or 540p resolution, and it looks like I literally plugged an HDMI cord into a potato, and then plugged the potato into my monitor and was trying to play a game on it. Like it looked like ass, and I couldn't get it fixed. Like it was just one of these things. It was one of these PC things that I've been struggling with. I was going through all the settings and I was Googling it and I just could not figure it out. And what it was there was a little, I mean, it sounds stupid, but there was like a little arrow that was kind of hidden that you have to hit that brings more settings, like below the settings that, like, you couldn't use your mouse scroll wheel because, you instinctively use that to scroll through your settings. You'd scroll to the bottom with your wheel and you think that's the bottom, but no, you have to actually click on an arrow to bring up more settings. And down there was the actual like 1080p, 1440p settings. Okay. And then you could change like the detail and stuff to high. So anyways, once I figured that out, it looked pretty sweet. Looked good.
Good, yeah, because I thought, man, that looks terrible on PC. I thought it didn't hold up very well.
It's like every new game I launch on the PC, I inevitably end up Googling it. Like, hey, this game is doing this. Google. So that's
I've done the same for a few of those. Like, what are the best settings or what have you?
Every game is more awesome, but every game comes with a whole new like list of issues that you have to sort out. So I've yet to just launch a game. It looks great. I don't fuck with the settings. I just play it and I'm like, this is great. That has not happened one time. Every single game I've had to fuck with to get, to the optimal point. But once I do, it's awesome. It's definitely a lot more work involved.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, sure.
All right. Yeah. PC, motherfucker.
PC Master Race.
PC.
Yeah.
PC Master Race all the way. Anyways, people, I think that's all we have for PC talk. You got more video games to talk about, Brink?
More games?
No, just Division, man, which I've already pretty much covered because you guys were talking about it.
Yeah, we talk a lot about it. The Division has probably been the most talked about game this year on the podcast, honestly. And it really should have been Anthem or something.
Yeah, and I haven't heard even like some of the ending missions are not kind of bland. I was like, yay, another reason not to even play this anytime soon.
Yeah.
Fuck Anthem, man. I'm pissed off at that game. I had such high hopes for that game. Yeah. Everyone was talking shit, and I said, fuck these. I'm not going to let them drag me down. Like, Anthem's going to be awesome.
Best game?
BioWare.
Yeah.
I love BioWare. Fuck that game, though, man. Honestly. Yeah. How could this happen? How? Bullshit.
Read that article. No, it's ugly.
Yeah, they did it, yeah.
It's bullshit, man.
Yeah. But hey, I want to say something really quickly about Anthem. From playing that game, from what I've played and like videos I've seen, running in not Unreal Engine 4, but
Frostbite.
From Frostbite, I think it looks pretty fucking good for what they did to it. So I say kudos out to the guys that, put their blood, sweat, and tears into that game. I will say, like, the HDR just blows me away.
Well, Frostbite pushes out some pretty fucking cool graphics, man. If you look at Battlefield games, they look pretty fucking good. Star Wars looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, even running it on PC, like, even, when those games are out there, like, it looks just crisp on there, even, on the Xbox. So I don't want to give anything out to EA, but just to people that worked on it. It just looks amazing. Makes me want to play it, but...
Anyways, one last game.
It's a great looking game for sure, and the basic mechanics are awesome. But the game, in general, pretty much it sucks. It sucks.
Anyways, last game that I played this week, guys, was House Flipper. Flip houses.
Is that a mobile? Is that like?
It's a Steam game. The best game ever on Steam. House Flipper.
you're sitting there on your PC,
flipping a house,
flicking on house bullshit.
Yep.
Like
painting
upgrading
walls.
shingles on the roof.
No, just mostly the inside of the house. So I'm painting walls. I'm cleaning up the roaches. Breaking walls down, building bathroom, putting tiles on the wall, assembling a toilet and a shower and a sink.
So bored.
You put like a spa in one room and a grow room in the other.
Me and Jonathan Hall where he was watching me on stream playing that shit.
Does that game have co-op?
He supported me.
Like
no,
a horde mode sort of co-op thing?
It does not. Anyways, people, the thing we're done with video game talk. Go watch me on stream, mixer.com/JesusWalksAloud. I'll be playing more games this week. Anyways, I want to talk about the news this week. Let's talk about Anthem. Speaking of Anthem, guys, there's news about Anthem. Effectively, people are saying that BioWare has now kind of killed Anthem. It's kind of given like his death blow.
Yeah.
Here.
No, misleading news titles is what that is.
Yeah, so pretty much
it's clickbait.
Pretty much what they have done is they have come out and said that they're focusing on what is they're focusing on, Brink? What are they focusing on?
They're focusing on just fixing shit. They're focusing on the loot, making the loot drops better, balancing the different javelins, making them feel good, just the loading times, all that shit. And all they're saying is we want to get the base game feeling great before we move on to the secondary content, that because why wouldn't they?
Right. No, I agree. And they should. I think they're doing right.
But people are spinning that and they're saying, EA is officially giving up support on Anthem. I literally read some YouTube video title that said
that's YouTube.
Like EA ending support on Anthem. That's not true at all. All they're doing is delaying it until they get a month or two before, so they can get the main stuff ironed out and then move on, because that's important. One thing at a time. It's a shame, but it's just the way it is. They should have delayed the fucking game till 2020. Like it launched in the worst state ever. It should have been a PS5, Xbox 2 launch title, honestly.
But no, all those titles are going to work with the current consoles. See, that's kind of the shitty part for me of next gen, because everyone's hyped for next gen, right? Everyone's super hyped. I'm hyped for it. I think that the PS5 is going to be incredible. I think the next Xbox might be incredible. There's a problem here, though, that moving forward, since Microsoft has set this new precedent of everything being backwards compatible or whatever, there's going to be the lowest common denominator. And at what point do they stop making games for the Xbox One S? At what point do they do that? Do they never stop making it? Because they're going to come out... I mean, because I know fucking Phil Spencer, dude. He comes out on stage next year or even this year, and they're like, new Xbox video, and boom, boom, they're like, oh, we got the guy talking up there, we've managed to get 13 teraflops into the new Xbox. We have added 2 vape chambers. We have no disk drive. Just doing shit like that,
Yeah.
But then, like,
just rubbing their nipples in the audience.
Yeah, it's going crazy, And then, but like, knowing Phil Spencer, he'll come out like on the next Inside Xbox program or like the next interview he does, and he'll be like, "Well, the Xbox One S will continue to be our best-selling platform." And it's like, well, why the fuck are you making a new one then? If you're banking on some old-ass hardware to be your best-selling, why are you releasing a new one? To get better performance, but everyone's going to not be making a game for that console. Everyone's going to be making a game for the Xbox One S and then porting it to the new system, which doesn't give the new system the benefit of having the better power. Like, what's the point of the new console being able to do 60 frames a second or whatever the fuck when all the games are being made for 30?
That's one thing I don't like about Phil Spencer. I like Phil, but it's just the one thing, like, I don't like it when he holds back. Like, I don't want to cause friction. No.
So, no, dude, fucking tell people to get a second job and buy the new console.
That's what I would do. Like, we're gonna come out with trailers. Like we got a game coming out, might be next year, might be 2 years. Here's the fucking trailer. Oh my god!
Oh,
right?
and hey, motherfuckers, this game is coming out only on the new Xbox. Because fuck you.
There you go.
If you didn't buy it, then you don't get to play it.
Exclusive,
Exclusive, yeah. If I was him, I would even be like, fuck PC. Fuck you, PC guys. This new game is only for the next Xbox. Like, if you really want to build up hype, but at this point, it's like, why should people care about the next Xbox when all they're going to do is release a new console with better hardware that doesn't fully utilize that better hardware to its full potential?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're speaking to the choir if you talk to PC gamers, develop for the lowest common denominator and then, port it upwards. That's the way it's been for years and years. And that's the way it's going to continue to be. Yeah, because more people have that lowest common denominator than the high-end stuff. And that's not going to change,
It's not going to change anytime soon with this Xbox One S Digital Edition.
Good luck finding a developer who's only going to develop for the highest tier system. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, unless somehow Microsoft pays for that exclusivity, which they won't because they don't want to have exclusives like that.
Yeah, and I think it's even more important now at the generation we're in to even say only available on Xbox, right?
Yeah.
I think it's important if you're if you're building a box, and you want people to buy your box, then
why do you think Nintendo Switch has sold so fucking well? It's not because it's portable. It's not because it's a thing you can take out of a dock and put it into a dock. It's none of that, dude. It's exclusives.
Exactly. Yeah, and I know that's why they went out and bought all these studios, and when we say like, oh, exclusive for a year, I would say that's a good timed exclusive.
But even these new studios are going to be developing for the Xbox One S because they know that's their biggest base of buyers at the moment is that console. Like, honestly, the Xbox One has sold okay for a console, but not great, dude. Not even like half the numbers of the Xbox 360 yet.
Right.
Well, yeah. I'm not so sure actually, because look at the most recent games from the past year or so. They all run and look great on the Xbox One X, but they're getting worse and worse on the Xbox One S.
Could it be the developers?
Basically, they've started using the One X as the common denominator, and then going, porting it backwards to the One S. So who knows? Maybe going forward, they will develop for the new gen consoles, and then
just phase out the.
Yeah, I think it will be.
They need to do that because
they need to. Yeah,
at what
they need
point,
to phase it out.
I mean, at what point? I mean, could it fucking year 2022? We're still making games for the Xbox One S. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? That's just fucking almost.
It's time to move on.
Old,
it'll be what? It'll be 7 years, won't it?
At this point, 7 years right now, yeah. Right now, it's at 7 years.
No, I thought it was five. Right now.
2013, right? Did it release 2013?
So yeah, I think it was 2013,
almost
right?
6 years.
Yeah, holiday 2013.
Yeah.
So it'll be 6 years this fall.
That's crazy. How the hell has it already been 6 years?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking. Quick.
Yeah.
Dude, like Xbox One just launched, and we're talking about next gen.
Yeah.
Next year.
I mean, we're getting
this E3 is going to be next gen.
There's a thing though. I mean, we bought the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X. So they kind of got us like twice there,
but it's like that. I mean, look at we had the 360, we had the 360 Elite, we had the 360 Slim, and we all bought all of them. We didn't give a shit. We're just like, it's better.
Ooh, it's black.
Yeah, it's matte or it's shiny.
Yeah.
Oh, this one like opens the disk drive with like a little laser thing.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. Fuck
it's got a built-in Wi-Fi.
The built-in Wi-Fi was the shit though. You didn't have to buy.
Oh, dude, that Wi-Fi adapter. Fuck that thing. Think about it. The original 360 had the HD component cables, with the green one and the red one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like before HDMI was a thing.
It didn't even have the HDMI ports.
No, yeah, like that came later. Like, oh shit, look at this Xbox. This one's better. It's got an HDMI.
Yeah.
And you bought it. and then the Elite came out, and you bought that. And the Slim came out, and you bought that.
I love that.
Because they're like, oh, this one doesn't get Red Ring of Death.
Yeah.
Like, we totally fixed that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Did PS4 ever come out with a Slim version?
They did, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, okay, so wait, you mean the PS?
PS4, because it's got you have your
Yeah, the
regular
PS4 is
edition.
the new Slim version is that little square-looking thing. It looks kind of like a sandwich almost.
I haven't. I don't remember if I've even seen it.
You know how the PS4 is slanted? It has like that angle in the front.
Yeah.
Well, the new one, the new Slim, is more like just a square box kind of. It doesn't have that slant in the front. They haven't done it for the PS4 Pro yet. The PS4 Pro, that's probably why you haven't seen it, because you've probably been looking at PS4 Pro.
That's what I have been looking at, yeah.
The PS4 Pro looks like the old PS4. It has that slant design. It's just even taller.
The PS5 just had like 3 or 4 more layers.
They like double it. It's like instead of having 3 layers, they added one more. Like it's now 4 layers.
It's going to be a pyramid soon.
They fucking would do that. We've now added one more layer. Fireworks go off.
It's just like another PS4 Pro super glued to the top of a PS4 Pro.
And they only have two fucking USB ports in the front. God, they need to add more USB ports to those things.
Especially with VR.
With the VR, man. It's not enough USB ports for all that shit you gotta plug into that thing. Anyways, let's go on here and move on to some more news. Nintendo news. Actually, their new latest update, their firmware 8.00, so 8.0.0. Apparently this new update is like a boost mode. For the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. So here. So it says here, this boost mode essentially allowed the Nintendo Switch's CPU to overclock itself to 1.75 gigahertz in certain situations, which is a huge jump from its stock 1 gigahertz speed. The addition made more sense when the updates for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey were released. Apparently, with Breath of the Wild 1.6.0 and Super Mario Odyssey 1.3.0 were installed, the games loaded way faster, Gunny.
Oh, nice.
So it says here, loading save file on, like, for example, Zelda. It went from, like, loading the save file, from a cold start, you load the save file. It went from 31 seconds down to 21 seconds. Pretty good, 10-second increase. When you fast travel, like how long it takes for the screen or the game to load the fast, to take you there, to fast travel somewhere. It used to take 19 seconds. It now takes 11 seconds. And from entering a shrine, the load up time went from 10 seconds to 7 seconds. So this pretty much helps improve the performance of the Nintendo Switch. Therefore, kind of like giving it a little bit more power, which is pretty cool, I think. They figured out a way to give it more power. They overclocked the CPU.
Yeah. A little more optimization to it. That's cool.
Yeah. So hopefully devs take advantage of that and hopefully make their games a little bit more powerful. In other news, Microsoft has finally decided to market their Xbox One X. Finally, Gunny.
Damn, took long enough.
3 years later. They have like a new marketing campaign. Apparently it's like the new Discover the World of Xbox One X. It's almost like a commercial for like a vacation, like those like visit Italy or visit Mexico or visit Belize or visit Africa. Like these commercials where they show like cool looking like scenes and shit. It's pretty much like that, but for like Xbox games. So for example, they showed like scenes from like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Halo 5, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Metro Exodus, Gears of War 4, and Forza Horizon 4. And they're pretty much showing like these cool looking scenes. And what they'll do is they'll show them like on the Xbox One X version or Xbox One version, which looks pretty good. And then they show them in the enhanced mode on the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Woo! 4K all the way.
Native
4K with HDR. HD.
I think as we see more 4K TVs sold and more popular, they're becoming. It's time.
Yeah, it's definitely time. People need to finally. I can't believe it took them 3 years to start marketing the fucking Xbox. Oh man. But yeah, besides that, I mean, right now you can buy an Xbox One S non-digital edition for like $170.
Yeah, I've seen a few at $199. Just had a really good deal.
Ridiculous, man.
Kind of backwards ass world is this. The disc version is cheaper than the discless version. Come on. Why isn't that thing launching at $130?
I don't know.
We're talking about a 6-year-old console without the UHD Blu-ray
And you know what all they did, Brink? You know what they did? Was they literally grabbed an Xbox One S, they ripped out the drive, and put in a new shell over the Xbox. Like that's literally okay. Well, no, wait. They also took out the hard drive and added a 1 terabyte hard drive, and then they put a new shell on it, and then they shipped that to you.
Can I just rip mine out now and probably get more money for it? No,
dude,
listen.
Get the disc version. It's such a better value. That UHD Blu-ray drive in there is the cheapest 4K Blu-ray player you're gonna find.
Yeah.
And it also plays games.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not opt for that? You'd have to be an idiot. You're an idiot.
Well, you know what, Brink? You can go out and buy a Blu-ray player if you go to like newegg.com right now.
Oh.
Okay, find one that's compatible with X, but get the right software. No, listen, I have a theory on this. And I could be completely wrong. I'm sure Wingman can correct me if he's listening to this. And it's probably that, this is like Microsoft, right? Like Apple. It's a global thing, right? These are stockholders we must adhere to, and probably this is the price we must set it at. There's no introductory price. This is the global price. Do you think I'm right on with this or not? I mean, I think it's stupid that they did. They're setting it at.
Oh, that's a bad
$249 or
that's a dumb price. I don't like that price.
Or even like, I think it's. I don't know. Is it just here's another thing we could put on the wall of, our a brick and mortar store and add it to our website to say new. I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Or to say, this is just them, like, going on a limb here, and putting out this discless version. Because my thinking is like if you're at GameStop or you're at a brick and mortar and it's like, well, this one doesn't play discs. Like what is their motive for a brick and mortar to sell? Right? I think it's just up to you as a consumer. Probably if you're just purchasing from the internet, right? You're on a website.
I don't know what you would pay $250 when you can totally buy another one, brand new with the game. 1 terabyte with the disk drive for like $50-$60 cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be foolish to purchase it. I don't know. And then I've seen other people, I'm going to get one. I'm like, why? Why would you get this one over the one with it? Well, I'm all digital. I'm like, okay, but still, you can still get one cheaper, right? Yeah. But I just go back to my original point of, again, it's a large corporation. It's one global price we set it at, but I say, I don't know, maybe just not make it at all. Not yet. Till you can get that, get it at that lower price. But I think it was just one more thing for them to latch onto their belt and say we've got a new console. I don't know.
In other news, let's talk about Nintendo once again. Nintendo's digital sales have actually reached over $1 billion this year, Gunny. That's right. They finally reached $1 billion in digital sales. So like that's pretty big for Nintendo because they really are a company that focuses a lot on like physical sales of their games.
Yeah, I would think it would be more.
Yeah, this year that they say across all Nintendo platforms, they have made $1 billion, over $1 billion in digital sales.
Their store is really good. I can get in there and find stuff fairly easy. Yeah. The way it's set up is really nice.
They say that compared to last year, that's almost double the amount of money they made compared to last fiscal year. So that's like huge, right? Like that means everyone's buying digital on the Switch. Which is
yeah, I mean, you've got such an accessibility. Like, you're at home, you're at the park, school, wherever you're at. You're just like, oh, here it is, right here. I'm gonna buy it. You don't have to go down to the store and get a cart. So
yeah,
no need for physical. And shout out to Reggie, retiring Reggie, because I think he came through with the fact that they're pumping out even just like crummy little games, and people are making these purchases, to play this stuff on the go.
What they did really
Mario
smart
and Zelda's
is they focused on Steam's shit, like Steam's indies. Just
I'm like, oh, I own that on Steam. Oh, I already have that. Yep, that's in my Steam library.
Put this on the Switch. We don't care,
Yeah. But that's smart though, right? Because not everybody has a PC with Steam, so to them it's new.
Yeah, to them it's new. 'Cause some people don't play like Steam games or never have, and maybe never will. And they get to play games like whatever stupid penny game. You see that game that Bo posted in the group?
Oh yeah, the penny. I saw
penny
that on
game
Steam, like last year.
It's called Panty Party.
I know, and fucking Iam's like, hell yeah, or no? They said, "This is a perfect Iam's game."
Oh my god,
it is. This is something he would play.
You actually, you are a girl that's a high schooler or something. That's
a schoolgirl, by the way.
That talks to panties.
And the panty fights enemies.
Guys.
They fight guys. Okay. A little misogyny here. Anti-misogyny.
There you go. Brink, are you going to buy the panty game?
No.
You probably didn't hear any of that, did you?
I heard it all. I saw an article with the panty game. I saw some floating panties.
You know what? You're on Steam now. I'm going to give this to you, Brink.
Gift it to Brink.
That's fine. I will never even click on it. But I mean, I guess it'll be a novelty to have.
The panty game. In other news, Epic has come out and said that they will stop exclusives on their Epic store on PC if Steam changes the sales cuts.
I don't believe you.
They say that Steam is making too much money of 88 to 12%. So it says here that Valve, which runs Steam, they take 30% of all the revenue from a game, that however, so you sell $1 million, they take 30% of that, so they're going to take $300,000 away from you if you sell $1 million in the game. But Epic only takes 12%, Gunny. Epic only takes 12 because they're good people.
Oh, is that true? Is that right?
Yeah. So Tim Sweeney said that he will stop making exclusive games for Epic. He will stop making deals to get exclusive games if Steam stops doing a 30% markup.
Tim is my hero.
They go down to 12%, like they did. What do you think of this bullshit? I don't think... what the fuck is he doing? He's telling Steam how to run the company.
Why not say it? Because he knows that Steam is not going to stop their 30%. No. And first of all, why should I as a consumer care about how much Steam takes? All I care about is it's not like all of us have issues now with Steam is charging too much and there's not enough games on sale.
No.
I mean, I think it's great for the developer and these small publishers and things like that for, and if they can sell these games on Epic and be successful, like World War Z apparently sold a ton more copies than expected. Yeah. And I think fine with them, because I have a choice, right? I can go to console, so it's a little different for me as a consumer, but for those just on PC, they're like, fuck, do I just bite the bullet and go to Epic and buy it for them because I want to play this game? I mean, I know some that are just
90% of people though that play on PC, they have a console. I would say
90%. I don't know. I don't know what the percentage might be, but
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Like I was talking to our newest member Dave today, and I was like, hey, I was talking about you, Brink. I was like, hey, another guy from our Xbox community for years now, down joining the PC Master Race and buying Division 2, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm on Xbox. I don't play it that much, but I have it, and so yeah, I guess everybody does have that second console, and I've even seen it in the comments. from like a forum I think I was reading on PCGamer.com that was like, well, now I'm thinking about just going and picking it up on console. So we have that choice, right? We can vote with our wallets and say no to Epic. Because really, where's the benefit? I see that. Where's the benefit for us as the consumer?
Yeah.
Not that we're begging for like these lower prices on Steam or anything, but and I also see it from the Mayo's perspective as well, is that, well, what if I just go in and just start making all these purchases on Epic, and how long will that be around? Will it only be around as long as Fortnite's trending? Will it be around after that? Like, what kind of support will they give?
Fortnite is going to be enough to keep them around for a long time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I guess we're looking for longevity.
And billions.
Yeah.
And billions and billions and billions. And billions and billions and billions.
I mean, it's been around even before Fortnite, right? So
but I mean, they didn't have. Storefront. Do you think they would have launched their storefront if they never made a Fortnite?
The storefront was not around before Fortnite, right?
I think it was.
No.
They had.
Was it? No bullshit.
Yeah, I think Lawbreakers I got on there.
Why would you buy
wasn't that on there?
Was Lawbreakers before Fortnite? No, wait. Yeah, Lawbreakers was not Epic, right? That was just Cliff Bleszinski.
Yeah, he was on Steam too, wasn't he?
That was not an Epic game, was it?
I wasn't sure if it was just like exclusive on there.
And that game launched on PlayStation 4.
No, yeah, right. Gunny, it says here that the initial release of the Epic Game Store was December 6, 2018. 4 months ago.
Yeah, that was well after Fortnite. Yeah.
That's 4 months ago, dude. That's well after Fortnite. Way after Fortnite. It's almost a year after Fortnite.
Okay, so either way, I don't know how long I've even had the Epic thing, but...
Gutty over here has been buying games from Epic for years.
No, I'm talking about like whatever I played that beta and no, but I bought Fortnite. I paid $80 for it on Xbox.
Yeah.
So they got their money from me.
Well, think about that. They got all those money off of all those suckers that bought into that shit that still haven't got a full game out of it because it's still.
That's true. Yeah.
But think about it.
They never finished that.
No, they really forget it. No reason.
Billions upon billions of dollars they have are all from people buying dumbass skins and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And season passes. Like, that's insane.
That is it. Not just that. They also have they make money off of like sponsoring people and just they make money off of shit like that, like popularity, dude. Being relevant on social media and shit. Really
they don't make money off of sponsoring people. They spend money to sponsor people.
They spend money, but like I'm saying, like say a basketball player starts doing the fucking floss in the middle of an NBA game. People recognize that. People know that's Fortnite.
Well, I know, but they don't get money for that. They get money.
They do.
People recognize that.
They do.
They play their
if
game
that
and buy
person,
the stupid ass NBA skin.
That's exactly how they get the money. People want those skins.
I just seen a video. There's like a banana peel.
All right, listen.
Like me buying that.
And Juan Banana.
What the hell is wrong with people?
Me and Juan Banana, when we were playing, Juan Banana was doing some pretty cool dances with some cool ass music. All right, he got like.
No, you did not buy some.
I was gonna buy
some dances.
I was gonna buy like some pretty cool fucking salsa music. He had some pretty cool salsa music, and he was like snapping his fingers, and he was like a dancing banana, dude.
Was he doing the cucaracha?
Right, okay, and then listen, in another match, before the match started, he started doing his little salsa dance, right? Like cha-cha, like a little salsa dance. And then the guy next to him started doing like the Macarena. And then the other guy started doing like some other dance. And like it was like a fucking fuck fest of like 5 dudes in a circle while my hobo ass with my hobo skin was right there like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it's called a circle jerk.
And these guys were in there, they were just dancing and shit, just like doing all the emotes, like all these crazy looking emotes.
They get you. Yeah.
Oh man, I wanted to spend money on all the emotes that day.
They almost hooked you. Keep playing, Jesus. You'll put $100.
Is that how they get you?
Yeah, I tell you what, man, it's all the 10-year-olds using their parents' credit cards to buy this shit, man.
Maxing out their parents' credit cards.
It's been a struggle getting my kid not to spend money in all these games, dude, because they freaking brainwash them. And
Roblox, dude. My kid spends money on it.
It's like they're not even doing it. It's like they're hypnotized, and they just do it. They don't give a shit. They don't care about the consequences. They don't care whose money they're spending. They just click the button. Like they have to have it.
It's just
They
have to have it.
promise
It's
to
only
throw the garbage
$20,
out, right? Or clean their room
Dude,
up.
it's scary, man. It's scary.
They never do.
Yeah. like if Fortnite makes a lot of fucking money like that, dude. Like I said, like just how like I just explained it. I'm sitting there playing a game with my hobo skin, with my hobo emotes, and some dude bust out some cool looking the Macarena dance and shit.
Looking like a banana.
Yeah, and he looks like a banana, dancing banana, doing the Macarena, going down the airstrip. I'm like, that looks fucking cool.
Geez.
I want to do that. I want to be able to get in line and follow that guy and do the same
You
dance.
want your participation to be worthy. Not just wherever your hobo
You're like,
is,
I'll
right?
follow you anywhere,
Yeah,
banana.
bro. Let's go, banana guy. We could win the next match forever. Woo, let's go.
You can record that and just watch it over and over again.
I could just probably like a YouTube channel out there.
Just
That
share it everywhere.
all it does is show emotes for Fortnite. Shit, fuck, it's crazy.
Your new channel. That's it.
Anyways, Gunny, you're right. World War Z apparently sold much better than expected. They say that overall in Europe, it sold way better than it did in the United States. Obviously on the Epic Store. In the U.S., only accounts for 1/4 of all the sales. That's kind of surprising. That means not a lot of Americans are playing
Maybe UK's more into zombies and shit.
They really are, I think.
I mean, or they just don't like see an issue with just adding another icon to their PC.
Way to profile.
I feel like the UK people...
Bloody Englanders.
I mean, like 28 weeks later was set in Britain. Wasn't 28 days later set there?
That movie's
That was
so good.
that was a
28
really
Days
good
Later
movie.
Is the first one. Yeah.
Both of them were
Both
great.
of them were set in Britain, weren't they?
Yes. Both
I
were
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember they came back the second time? They were
Yeah,
like...
they're like, we got
killed
everything
all
under
the
control,
zombies.
guys. Yeah, we killed
We're all good now.
They're all starving. They're all dead. They're all good. That's not how it works, guys. It's not how it fucking works at all.
It was fucking stupid, like how the guy was like, second lease on life. I'm going to stay here because we're all good.
Yeah, well,
Doesn't like a bird bleed at his eye or something? Zombie bird like drips blood in his eye when he looks up.
no, that's
And it-
28.
Remember that was the
that's
first one?
28 days
Was
later.
that the first one?
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah,
one.
and just like that, he goes from just taking care of his family, not being infected, to he looks up in the sky, drop of blood comes from out of nowhere, and he's infected.
Yep.
What was he
Well,
yelling
That's
like?
fucked
"Kill
up,
me."
man.
Speaking of that, like in that game World War Z, so like let's say I go down, right? Like say the zombies kill me. You can actually sit there and watch my character like get up and start like puking blood and like just take off running after you and shit too. Like all of a sudden your character becomes a zombie, which is fucking
Dude, you know what that game needs? Like Left 4 Dead, like a zombies versus humans mode. If you could control like one of the zombies, like did you ever play that in Left 4 Dead? Like you could be a boomer and stuff. Like that was so cool.
That was
World
cool.
War Z needs that. That'd be badass.
I think they
like,
do
you're
have-
with the horde.
They have a versus
we
mode
do
where
have
it's...
a versus.
I think it's like, what is it, 2v2? And then they include AI zombies.
Oh,
So you kind of have to watch for both real
zombies.
people and AI.
That's like
zombies.
that's like Operation Raccoon City, like the Resident Evil game. They have
Yeah.
that with Team
Dude,
Deathmatch.
Dying Light had that too, where
It might
you
be
could
3v3.
play one of those zombies that could like insta kill you if you were out at the wrong time.
Oh
And
really?
they like could jump super far. And you know what I'm talking about? You played Dying Light,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
like
What the
hang on
hell? What the
fence.
hell's the name of those like super zombies that would
They were
fuck
like
you up?
neon green.
Fucking, I don't know
Zombies.
the name
In
of
the
them.
multiplayer mode, you could be one of those.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a mode where
Like it was like a
you
hunting.
go invade somebody's
you hunt
game.
them down. Yeah, you would invade their game and hunt them down in the dark. Like it was pretty sick.
Oh, you would invade like other real players' games that
Yes.
they were just like playing
Yeah.
the game at night, and you just like, hey motherfucker,
Yeah.
I'm here now, woo!
Yeah, super
you
cool.
can't
man.
see like the zombie coming, like because you're just like jumping from building to building.
And did the game tell you like if somebody like if I'm playing and I'm running around at night just doing my thing, would it tell me like, hey, somebody's in your game now, or would it just like surprise me?
I think it would surprise you,
Oh,
but then you had the option to turn it off.
Yeah. You
It's
could
crazy.
toggle it on or off, but it wouldn't necessarily say like
You've been
Michael
invaded.
Jackson's Dick 420 has joined your game.
Oh fuck, that's
You know, like-
crazy.
Yeah, it would just It would be toggled on because you toggled it on, but you at any time somebody could be controlling that character, like when it gets dark.
Wow, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
it was a good thing because then you knew if you went out, like if it was dark, it was like, I hope nobody's playing on my server right now or on Xbox or something, or like they're playing that mode because I have some tasks that I need to do at night.
I'll tell you what though, I played the monster many times in that mode and got my ass whooped by the human player. Yeah. So if you're good at the game, you could definitely fuck them up.
Yeah. Sounds interesting.
Johnny, is that like Mega Man / Fallout Boy, whatever it is?
That is
on your
Mega
windowsill? Is that real?
That's the Joker.
Is that
real? That looks photoshopped into the video.
Yeah, it's the Joker.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Is that glowing?
It's glowing, bro.
Does that have batteries in it? Like it looks like it's glowing.
Yeah,
okay, that was tripping me out. It looked like, I don't know, you photoshopped it into your video or something. Okay. That's like a Joker Mega Man. Like that's creepy.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I got this from GameStop.
In other news, let's talk about Apex Legends. Dr. Disrespect. He explained why Apex is not a good game. He says that during one of his streams recently, he was playing Battlefield 5's Firestorm. Somebody asked him, hey, why don't you play Apex Legends on the stream? And he was like, well, it's a lot of fun, but it feels like an incomplete product. We've been given one map, and it's like a demo, and that's what it feels like. He says, I like the demo, but I can't play the demo for very long. I want the complete package. I want the selection of multiple maps. I want more legends. I want, more stuff happening with the game. Ultimately, though, that's what Apex feels like, a demo. That's kind of like shit talking. I feel like
is that game free or isn't it free?
I mean,
it's free.
This guy,
right? It's free, and
he got paid by Fortnite or something.
Come on, that is one of the best free games personally I've ever played.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
PUBG was like one map for the longest time.
Yeah, it was.
You played the shit out of that.
Yeah. Wasn't isn't Fortnite still the same map?
Some more maps. It needs more maps and more legends, but still, like, for what it is, being a free game, it's incredible.
Well, what I like the way Firestorm did it, and I think that's how Realm Royale does it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brink, but on like Battlefield 5's Firestorm, you have like the snow area, the desert area, the forest area, and then like the city-looking area. And depending on like each match, it just kind of, the circle kind of selects like one. Like, you're going to only fly over this certain area of the map. Like, you're only going to be in the snow area for this match. And that's where the circle is. And you're flying, and that's where you start. That's where the plane starts, at the edge there. And you can only land, and you're going to be, like, on a snowy map. And then the next match, you can land, and it's going to be, like, in the city. Okay. And now you're in the city. Does Realm Royale do that?
Realm Royale does that, yes. But guess what else does that?
What?
Apex Legends. There's a deserty sort of part of the map. There's a swampy sort of the map.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a big swampy.
It's a pretty decent sized swampy.
I want big swampy, bro.
I think the map is pretty well designed and pretty diverse. Like, I agree. I'm all about having another world as well. Like, I think the problem is everybody went so hard, so fast on that game, they got a little burnt out.
All I'm saying is,
I haven't played it in a few weeks.
The way Battlefield does it is better because Battlefield puts you like in one match.
Battlefield Firestorm sucks a dick.
Okay, it does, but the way the map design is better. Like in one match, you're only in the snow. One match, you're only in the desert. One match, you're only in the forest.
You don't move out of there?
No, you're like only in the forest area of the map. You can't run to the snow area. No, like the circle is confined. The match is in that area.
Sector. Yeah.
So you're saying the map is so huge?
Yeah, the map is huge.
The only landing options was in the snow area.
Yes.
Or was in the summer area.
They confine you.
Okay,
yeah,
that's different. Yeah, I guess I could see how that
gives you variety,
cool.
right?
That's like, imagine if PUBG was so huge that you could only land in like the Vikendi or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Or you could only land. It was like all those maps rotating, but as you jump out of the plane.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's how Battlefield does it, and I think that's the way I think most games should do it, or do the Fortnite thing where like Fortnite, like every 2 or 3 weeks, they fucking just like they'll change the map up. They'll be like, hey, fuck it, this new movie's coming out, and like we're blowing this city up because of this new movie. The city blows up. And we're copying that for like the next month. So we're doing it.
And we're having a dance party event.
Yeah, and we're throwing a concert too, guys. Come watch us. You know, like they do crazy shit.
That game is like a cult, man. I went to the library. Well, I go to the library like once a week. My kid has like a reading book club there. Mm-hmm. And every time I go there, they have like a little computer section off into the corner. And there's like a bunch of like 12 and 13-year-olds just playing Fortnite. Like every computer's filled. They're all playing Fortnite. That's all any teenager cares about is Fortnite, and the game has seriously taken over the world.
And now that they announced like Thanos is coming back to do something, like everybody just lost. The kids just lost their shit, you know.
Yeah. Thanos is coming back and snapping the finger. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Did you guys do that thing on Google? If you went to google.com and you search Thanos, and like you know his little gauntlet popped up on the top of the screen. If you clicked on it, he would snap his fingers or whatever. The gauntlet would snap the finger, and like half of the things on the page would disappear. Like half of the web results. It's pretty cool. So like for example, like all the images of, because like when you Google Thanos, it shows like Robert Downey Jr. All the actors and shit are like the Avengers, right? Like it shows all of them. But like you snap the fingers, like all of them are gone. Like some of the articles just like, start disappearing as you go down.
I'm not going to go see this until tomorrow, so any spoilers, I will end this call.
I'm going on like May 7th or something.
Well, all the seats are filled in my town, so I either probably have to go to the next town over, take my kid over there to see it tomorrow.
All right, let's go on to more news here. I got no more news. That's it.
Just the only thing I saw on here, I know that I sent it to Jonathan Hall. That was for the Respawn Titanfall delays. Plans to focus on Apex Legends, but we already talked about Apex. Just more Apex coming, more maps, people.
Man, I don't know. That kind of bums me out. I wish they just. Apex would be the side project and they'd focus on Titanfall. Like Titanfall needs to stay in the sun. It's such a good IP.
It's so good. It's a shame, right?
It's
like
such a Titanfall sick 2. Game,
Titanfall 2 is such a good game. It literally runs good. It plays good. It shoots good. Everything about it is cool. The maps are well designed.
The campaign was fantastic. The multiplayer is fantastic.
Good. Nobody plays it though.
Why is it like $2 in the bargain bin? What the hell happened?
You can find Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 at like Dollar Tree for like $1. Like they literally sell them at the Dollar Tree.
You know, I think when a game gets overshadowed by Call of Duty and their largest franchise, Battlefield, right?
Yeah.
I think it just got kicked to the curb. But from what watching streams, I didn't play a lot of it. Was just like, fuck, this is different, man. This is cool.
But why buy the company? Why buy Respawn Entertainment if you're not going to let them focus on their game, on their IP?
I think it was a misstep, and they realized that.
And you're just going to overshadow them with your big shooter. Like, why did they buy that company knowing that they make a Titanfall franchise? They own the IP. They make Titanfall.
Maybe they... Yeah,
and then they're like, hey, we want you to make a new Titanfall because we saw that first one had a lot of hype for Xbox. We're going to make the next one for everything. Let's make it. And then they make it, and they're like, oh, you're releasing October 20th. Huh? Well, Battlefield is releasing the 31st.
You know, if I play devil's advocate here, and Vince and team over here at Respawn, they're like, well, fuck, our game's ready. Let's put it out. We know Battlefield's coming as well a week later. But what do we do? Like this game is ready. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe the big heads at EA were like, no, you can't wait a month and a half. You have to put it out now. If it's ready now, it's going out now. But
maybe, yeah,
that sucks, man. Sucks. I think they're going to do like a battle royale thing on Titanfall 2, or just it'd be weird for them to even put it out as a standalone on the Origin store. But that would be huge, though.
Well, I don't want a battle royale based on the Titanfall universe. I want a like Titanfall universe game like Cyberpunk. I want an open world Titanfall game.
That would be nice. I would rather have that since we already have Apex.
Might as well. You already have Apex as a battle royale. Keep that in the fucking universe of Titanfall. I want to know like who these companies are, why they're doing what they do, why they're at war all the time. I want like an open world game now.
They need to make a Titanfall that is just insanely deep. Like you can customize your Titan like from the ground up, and I don't know. They just need to fully realize it. I think that's the issue. Is they've sort of dipped into it, but
that
it's still sort of like
so cool, man.
It's still sort of like Call of Duty, but not. They need to just go like balls deep into it and just really devote themselves to it. I used to think maybe it was because the skill ceiling was too high. It was a little too competitive that it was turning off all the more casual players, and that's why it wasn't successful. But then look at a game like Rainbow Six Siege. That game's hard as fuck, man. The skill ceiling in that game is so high, and it's hugely successful.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what it is. There's something about Titanfall where everyone loves it, but nobody wants to play it. Really bizarre.
Except Jonathan.
Jonathan plays it all the time. He knows there's like only like 200 people left playing the first game now in the world. It's fucking crazy.
He'll be in the last 5 when the server shut down.
It's sad, man, because the game is really good. It is honestly like one of the best shooters out there. If you have not played Titanfall 2, you just buy it for like literally on sale digital all the fucking time for like $6, $5, $7. All the time, dude. Cheap. All the time. Literally, it's like if you don't have $7, what are you doing on Xbox Live? I'm pretty sure you have $7, right? Just pay the $7.
Well, hold up. Go watch Pacific Rim, okay, and then go play Titanfall.
There you go.
It'll be awesome.
So cool. And like,
not the second one.
The whole thing about like when like even if you lose a match, you still have to evacuate or whatever, get to the drop ship. Like that whole thing is like intense as shit because you're like, oh fuck, these people are chasing me, and you got like 3 Titans chasing you, and you're a pilot. You're just jumping from building to building and sliding and grappling. So good. Wall running.
Music
everywhere.
is great. Like it's smooth. It's an awesome game. Really is.
I even feel like when that first Titanfall came out on Xbox exclusive, like it was like, to me, it almost felt like that, almost like it was like that perfect shooter that just came out, like almost like an arcade game, is what it almost felt like to me.
Yeah.
Because it didn't have that real story to it.
So good. So good. Anyways, last piece of news literally that I have is Sea of Thieves getting their mega update on the 30th here, which is just a few days now. And that's going to introduce a new single-player story mode. So there's going to be a single-player campaign for Sea of Thieves, and that takes you through a quest of like solving mysteries and shit and getting stuff. Another thing they're gonna add to the game is fishing. So now between voyages, say you're sailing somewhere, you just don't know what the fuck to do with yourself, instead of playing music, you can fish, and you actually get rewards for the fish that you catch. So you catch a fish, you can actually keep those and sell them to like a vendor in the island, to the outpost, and people will buy them, and whatever. You can actually cook now in the game as well. You can set up campfires, and you're going to be able to cook to heal yourself. So instead of just eating bananas to get yourself health, you're going to be able to cook the fish that you catch while you're sailing. And you cook the fish, you eat it, and that'll give you health as well. They've added other things to the game, better like new types of like skins for the ships, new types of skins for the characters, new outfits. I'm not 100% sure about new weapons. But I mean, lots of tons of like new skins for like the rifles, the cups, the glasses, whatever you use, the telescope thing or whatever the fuck. All that stuff is being added to the game. So yeah.
I'm curious what the player base is like in that game, because they've continued to support it, and I'm pretty impressed with that, to be honest.
They've actually said that the game is growing and is more popular than it's probably ever been. So that's pretty cool, because they're going to re-release the game with the anniversary edition, which you can actually buy now as of the 20th of this month. So the game is actually a year old. It released on April 20th last year.
Holy crap! Wow.
And since then, they've released tons of new updates. So they released like a bunch of updates with this new anniversary update. So you're gonna get the immersive story experience, a dedicated mode for competitive play. So they're gonna have this thing called the arena. So that's a place where like a bunch of ships go there. It's like a little closed off area, and you're gonna have to fight other ships. And the whole goal of it is to like be the last ship standing, or have like the last ship standing. Pretty much, it's like almost like team deathmatch, but your boat is your team, right? So that's pretty cool. Or you're gonna be able to make alliances with other people and like have like two boats fighting one ship or whatever, doing things like that. They also are going to add new threats to the world. So new animals that are going to be attacking you on the islands. I think they said something about cougars or tigers or some shit they're going to add to the islands. But they're also adding like NPCs to the islands. So you're going to have different like little villages in certain islands or whatever. But this new anniversary mode or anniversary edition of the game, it costs $50. And it also will include the free Sea Dog pack. And that is a cosmetic skin item. If you want that, you have to buy that edition of the game. I don't know if they sell that separately. Anyways, though, to anyone interested in playing this, it is available on Game Pass, and it works on PC crossplay. Like the other day, I was playing it on PC, and like the dudes were on Xbox, and they just were able to invite me, and we're able to chat and talk, and I can join an Xbox Live party on here, and we can play, which is pretty cool. So get it, people.
Oh yeah, crossplay.
And it actually
runs more of that.
It runs like really fucking good on PC, because on console it's locked to 60 frames. On PC I was running it at 145 frames on like max settings all the way. Didn't drop once. It's just like max.
Nice.
Fucking crazy looking, dude. It looks so sharp. Sometimes you're like, holy fuck, that looks good. Like, what's going on here? I do say though, the HDR on the console has a big like lighting advantage.
You could get HDR on your PC too, man. Just plug it into your TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Do that. Yep. It'll even show up like, oh, this is HDR compatible. Yeah. Do you want to enable that? Absolutely.
Yeah. So like, and you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Bring your TV would probably display like at maximum fucking frame rates and all that shit too.
You'll get 50 hertz out of that, possibly.
Anyways, that's all I have for Sea of Thieves and the news. I'm excited to try Sea of Thieves though, man. I really am. I think that this new update is going to really bring a lot of life back into this game and bring a lot of new players on board, and people that maybe kind of tried the game in the beginning, didn't like it, and now have a better reason to jump in. Like I said, there's a single player mode now. You know, you can play a campaign or whatever. So that's pretty cool.
I haven't played that in forever. Maybe that's something we need to play with the GFNG
well,
podcast
we are.
crew.
That's what they want to. That's what they've been talking shit about. They've been talking shit to us for like the last 2 weeks because they want to fight us on the arena. They want to fight against us because you can matchmake against your team, like your friends, or whatever. Yeah, fuck them. We're gonna take them down. I'll fight them, all of them. I'll be on a sleep.
I hope you guys know how to swim.
They could be on a galleon, and I'll fight all of them. Fuck them all. Yeah.
Bring your dinghies.
Bring your dinghies.
Anyways, we need to get people to play that game. I think it'll be cool to have like a bunch of people on a ship just fucking around. Anyways.
The drinking cast. Hell yeah.
Anyways. I remember one time, actually, I played that game in the beginning, right, when it first came out. And the beta. I think it was the beta. And I had this British kid with me, dude. And me and British kid, we were able to hijack a galleon. And we had like 12 people on that boat. Because we would just go up to other boats and be like, hey, jump on our boat. And everyone was like, okay. And people were just, like, we had like a bunch of people on one galleon. So it was so easy to run that thing because you had like everyone on a sail, everyone was doing things, everyone was playing music, everyone was drunk. The shit was fun. The shit was a lot of fun.
That sounds like fun, yeah, when you can get more than
more than 4 people on a boat. You got like fucking 12 people on a boat just fucking around. It's so much fun, dude. Anyways, that's all I have for news. Yeah, news is very dry. like usual, right before E3, news kind of dies down.
Just 1 month about, a month and a week or two. E3 time already.
April,
E3.
May, June-ish, yeah.
Sony's going to win E3 this year, guys.
Yeah.
I already know that. They're going to come out with something on, like, the day before and be
fucking like a
announce something.
A badass trailer for like a fucking The Last of Us 2 or something. Everyone's going to lose their shit.
I'm more interested to see how they're going to play ball than the actual games that are going to be shown, what are they going to do? Because Sony backed out of E3, like, what do they have up their sleeves? Are they going to wait for Xbox to announce something first? Or is Xbox going to wait for Sony? Like, what's going to happen?
I don't know, man.
Mystery.
I don't know.
You know what? I think just a kind of a prediction right now for E3, just one of them would be, I think they'll do, like, Xbox will come out and do their presentation, which they normally do, like, what now, Sundays?
Yeah, Sunday, 1 p.m.
June 9th or whatever the fuck it is. And then I think Monday, Sony will just come out and just kind of one up on them or something,
More? well, listen.
And that'll be it. It'll be over. Done. Yeah.
So last year, we covered E3 last year. I remember I took a few days off of work there to cover it. I know that it was Sunday, Microsoft went, Bethesda went that night. And then Monday was Sony, PlayStation in the morning or whatever. Or no, it was Ubisoft or Square Enix, then Ubisoft, then PlayStation or some shit. Or Ubisoft went on Tuesday or some shit. It was very complicated, but now apparently the slot that Sony used to have, which was like 5 p.m. or 1 p.m. on Monday, Ubisoft took that spot. So Ubisoft will now be going on Monday.
Oh, that's good, because I'm off
before
Mondays,
Square
I get
Enix.
to actually see the whole thing.
The one that I'm interested in more than Sony, like what they're going to do is, I'm interested to see what Google Stadia has in store for E3, and what, what's that other fucking company, the one that fucking made that shitty game? Oh, Bethesda, what they have for Fallout.
Yeah.
Because they're doing a conference. They said, like, yeah, we're at E3 this year. We're doing a conference. Right after Microsoft's conference, a couple hours later, they go. So, what are they going to talk about?
We're at a strange turning point right now. It'll definitely be an interesting E3, just to see what direction everybody's heading in.
We got Skyrim on something else, guys. More Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim on mobile. Yay.
Yeah, Skyrim on your phone. You got Skyrim on your phone now, guys. Are you guys happy with us again?
We got a new card game.
Do you guys love us again?
Fallout 76 is getting a new hat.
I don't know. Maybe they'll announce that new, like, space sort of.
Yeah, I definitely want to see more of that.
What's that? Starlink?
Star or something.
Starlink, yeah.
Starlink. Battle for Atlas. Right?
No, it's not Starlink, but it's Star something. I don't know. We'll see.
What the fuck? What is Starlink?
Starlink is that, like, spaceship game that came out on
Yeah, somebody asked if I was playing that. I was like, nah, I didn't.
That is Ubisoft. You're right, Frank. Space game Bethesda. Let's look it up here.
Came out on the
Starfield.
Starfield, yeah. That's more like maybe they'll blow everybody's minds with Starfield, Who knows?
Yeah, it's been cooking, so we'll see. I think they'll show a good trailer, E3.
Actually, they say that they actually already came out, though, guys, and said that Starfield will not be at E3.
Oh.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, Bethesda conference is going to suck. EA's conference is just going to be Star Wars. And other than that, it's going to suck.
They said that...
I think...
They said that neither...
Oh, Ubisoft is going to be good.
They said neither Starfield nor The Elder Scrolls 6 will be shown at E3 this year.
Oh, man.
So,
what are they going to show? More Fallout 76 stuff?
Guys, we fixed it. We fixed it, guys. Check it out. Look, everyone gets the nylon bags. You get a nylon bag if you buy this game now.
Nylon. 100% certified.
Everybody
nylon.
walking out of this conference is getting a new umbrella.
Oh, wait, no. It was
June.
They wanted canvas bags, right? That's what it was. Everyone gets a canvas bag. Yay. Woo. Yeah. So they
Stickers
said,
for everyone.
Elder Scrolls 6 won't be there, or Starfield. So yeah, their conference is pretty much going to suck.
And
what the fuck else can they show?
I wonder. Think about if Sony had stayed at E3. What they would show?
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us for the third year in a row.
Yeah. Oh wait, that game by Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, that Kojima game.
Death
for
Stranding.
The third year in a row.
Wait, you got Rage 2, but I think that comes out next month, doesn't it?
No. But if Sony was at E3, what would they do?
Show PS5.
Just show more trailers, play more music.
The Last of Us. They'll have another flute guy there playing the flute. They'll
have those fucking creepy announcer people. Like, what format was that?
That's the one thing. That's the one thing that Sony does not do right over Xbox is they don't have like the people that can talk on stage. They're like these fucking asshole douchebags executives that come out with like their suits on. And it's like, yeah, the PS4 is a great platform for it. It's like, what is this, like a business meeting, dude? Like, you know, you have Xbox, they're bringing down fucking Lamborghinis from the wall, from the ceiling and shit.
They're like rappelling in from the sky and stuff.
Fucking Phil Spencer comes out there he's wearing a fucking t-shirt with fucking Xbox logos on it and shit. Like, what's up, motherfuckers? Xbox is here, you know, we're here to fucking fuck shit up. And games, and you got like
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, you got fucking Major Nelson all old and shit, but he's dressed like a hipster. So like what's up, guys? I'm Major Nelson. I'm dressed like a hipster.
Major Nelson, they're gonna replace him soon. He's
old as shit.
He's old as shit.
Yeah, he is.
I'm hipster Major Nelson. I'm here to talk about games. You know, they got like pretty cool people that can talk games and get people hyped up. But then you go to Sony, and Sony has no one. It's like, who is this guy talking for Sony? We don't know.
Yeah, like, I know the names of the Xbox people. Yeah. I don't know any of this. Like, I mean, if you're a Sony guy listening to this, like, do you know all the names of the announcer people and the representatives and stuff?
Who's the people that's
weird? That's all I know. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I want to know. Yeah. Who the fuck are the people for Sony? Who's the main speaker?
I don't know,
people?
Man.
I mean, for Xbox, you got like Phil Spencer, you got Major Nelson.
Like, even earlier, we talked about Don Matrick.
Yeah, Don Matrick. You got those guys. Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's the
Sony doesn't do a weekly show
the one
like Xbox does.
You got Mike Ibarra. You got all those guys from Xbox. You know,
on social media.
Yeah,
these guys on Xbox, they all like go out there. They don't give a shit. They like, whatever, guys. We got fucking Lamborghinis on stage. We don't care. And then PlayStation comes out with a flute guy and a guy dressed in a suit, all business-like, giving you a fucking speech. You know?
Yeah,
I don't get it. Even Nintendo has people we recognize. Well, they had Reggie, you know?
Bowser, you got Reggie.
Right? Yeah, Nintendo E3 conferences are just the worst.
They're so boring.
They're so bad.
We got Nintendo games.
Oh, man, I'm hyped for freaking Gears of War 5, Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
They say that awesome.
They're gonna have
fucking badass.
They're gonna have that PC game Gears Tactics shown at this E3. They say, and ready for launch this year. Apparently on PC because it's a PC game.
Dude, who's the developer that did Hellblade? Hopefully they show a new game. That Microsoft acquired.
Oh yeah, recently. Fuck, you're right. They just did Hellblade, right? What the fuck is that studio called?
They got so many studios they acquired that are going to be showing games, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, I want them to show a new Fable. I want Ninja Theory.
I think we'll see more. I think we will
Ninja
see
Theory. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want like you know how like they say like rumor has it that Playground Games, the other developer from Turn 10 or whatever,
they're working like an RPG or something.
Yeah, they're making the new Fable 4 or whatever. If that's the case, I want them to like make a Fable collection. There's like Fable 1, 2, and 3 because those stories are kind of tied together. Like each one, you're the son of the person before or whatever. Like, I want that to be like a remastered trilogy that they just release on the Game Pass or something. I just want them to sell, even if they sell it for $60, I'll play it. I want Fable, bro.
I think if there's one word that Microsoft needs to avoid this year, at E3. It's a remaster.
You think so?
I think yes. I think they need new shit. Like we've hit that point where they need new IPs. They need new shit.
Yeah.
Like people they're done with the old shit. They've milked it for all it's worth, man.
But we're gonna get a new Forza in a new area of the world.
Yeah. Watch Turn 10 is like make an RPG. It's like Fable, but you're a Lamborghini, and but it's like a full-on RPG, and you drive around in this forest, and you level up.
Oh shit!
And stuff.
Is there chickens in the game that
you can be a chicken?
Guns on my Lamborghini.
So, pretty sweet. It's like a crossover.
I can drop oil slicks.
I look forward to it. I look forward to this new riveting IP by Microsoft. Oh man, anyways, I don't know.
We need new, fresh ideas. We need that new shit. It's
But what's new, man? Like,
we're in the era of new shit.
Okay, but give me something new that you would play right now.
I don't know. That ain't my job to think of that shit. I'm just a lowly consumer. Okay.
That's it. Surprise, wow me. That's what I say. Wow me.
That's the thing. It's like I can't think of it. I want them to think of it for me, and then I'll give them my money. You know.
What about like? I mean, Cyberpunk is not going to be new. It's going to be like a GTA game almost.
No, Cyberpunk is the new shit. That's the new hot shit.
Oh, what's new about it?
It's going to be amazing.
Open world.
It's going to be like nothing you've ever played ever in your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Yeah. Completely different.
Not open world.
That game's the
no
future,
driving. No shooting guns.
Then you can drive in the game.
It's going to be future driving.
Driving. Okay.
It'll be VR.
Future
driving.
RPG mechanics.
Future.
You don't know. You can't. Okay. Your peasant mind can't even think of the possibilities that game is going to deliver to you. Okay.
I mean,
for a small price of 60 freedom dollars.
Did you hear that, Jesus? Your monkey brain doesn't even know what it wants.
I mean, you
don't even know what you want.
Okay, listen. The only way that will ever happen is if somehow like somebody makes a game like the Oasis, where like you live in that motherfucker. Anything that's in your imagination is there. It's there. Doesn't matter what it is. You can do it. That's the only way they'll ever do that. But no one's ever going to do that. It's too much money to do that. No company will ever do it.
We'll see. We'll see if that happens. I think a smaller developer can do it.
No one can do it. Like these companies are so fucking money hungry at this point that they do anything for money. They do microtransactions. They fuck people over. They crunch time people. That's why we will never get the Oasis because of that reason. Because companies care too much about money that they'll never do it. They would never invest.
To some people, and I hate to bring it back up again, but to some people, the younger generation, but to some people, Fortnite is the Oasis. Maybe.
How the fuck is that the Oasis?
Because like Brink said, they're just like brainwashed, right? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying
I don't know, maybe
the Oasis,
or another Fortnite.
You're saying
the fucking battle royale game, but maybe we need something for us, as the older.
We need an old people.
That's
Oasis?
What we need.
Old people game. That's it. That's the key right there.
Us people who grew up in the '80s and stuff, and we want that retro cyberpunk. Like we want that shit. Give it to us. We don't want any of the bullshit. We don't want any of the microtransaction Fortnite banana skin bullshit. We just want an amazing game that gives us nostalgia and I don't know. We just want to disappear somewhere.
Or which I know a lot of people were like, "What? They actually came out with that game back in 2000?"
I think that's
whatever it was.
That's a huge chunk of the gamer audience to cater to. Think about it. We're all getting old as shit. Still playing video games, being losers and shit, but we want better video games. We might be a bigger audience than the kids,
Well, you are.
Yeah.
You are money wise. Money wise, you are the bigger audience because you could spend more money on a game than a kid can.
True.
But they're trying to get these kids hooked on the game so they grow up with the games. For example, my generation is perfect. I was born in 91, so I grew up in the 90s playing video games, and I'm the generation they're focusing on at this point. Me and kids younger than me.
True.
Because they're trying to get us to a point where when my generation's older, like in our 40s and 50s, like old ass Gunny over here, when we're that age, they want us to spend more money on games than you guys are spending on games.
Gunny, were you born in the 70s?
Gunny was born in the 50s.
I'm a 70s dude.
Gunny was born back in 1899.
But now I look at
Was
it where...
Pong your first video game?
Damn, it might have been, because I know we've had several questions on, greatest gaming moments, and one of them was mine with playing Pong with my sister, and just Dad bringing home this, I don't know, you could just call it a box or a console or whatever, and taking the old butter knife and hooking up the little connectors to the back of the TV.
Yeah, I remember that.
Turning it to UHF and making sure it's on channel 2.
I remember that, but I was just poor as fuck. We didn't afford to have a new TV in the 90s.
For real, man. No, I remember...
my TV weighed 250 pounds, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
I was living in this trailer park at the time, right? And there's this thing at the trailer park where all the kids would meet up in this certain part, and I don't know, it was just like a little gang. It was like a trailer park gang, right? And this kid was like, "Dude, my mom has this thing on her computer, and it's freaking insane. You won't believe it. You have to see it." And we're like, "What are you talking about?" Right? And so he brings us all over to his house and brings us to the back room where his mom's computer is, and he loads up Pong. And we're all like, "Holy shit, what is this?" And it's the little things bouncing back and forth, and that blew my mind, man. That was insane.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Think how far we've come.
Yeah. And you could pick those things up at garage sales. You can get them from you were able to get them from EB Hobbies or whatever. They were fairly cheap. They were super reasonable to pick those up.
Yeah.
Because consoles were even expensive back in the day. I mean, some of them were. The NES was only $80, but back in the 80s it was different. But I can just tell you guys that, you can walk into, anywhere in the just picking the 80s here. You can walk into any store or an arcade, right? And you're just seeing all these different machines, and you're like, "Holy shit, this is the new Pac-Man game or Mortal Kombat cabinet or something," right?
Yeah.
"Oh my god, this looks amazing." What was it, Dungeons and Dragons or something? That game that had the video to it was "This is totally different. This is blowing my mind." But I think also was the fact that when we talk about video game consoles, where friends taking me to other friends' houses and seeing Donkey Kong played on what was it, was it the Atari? I think it might have been the ColecoVision even, where I'm "Oh my god, you're playing this at home. It looks a little crummy, but you're fucking playing this game on a console," So I've just been always hooked on consoles for so long.
What if someone thought of a way to bring back the arcade scene? To feed off everyone's nostalgia and retro sort, because history repeats itself, and we sort of go through these retro sort of trends.
Oh, definitely.
What if somebody thought of a way to bring back the arcade scene, get everyone out of their houses? Suddenly it's cool to go to the arcade. There has to be some sort of niche thing they could think of to get everyone out back into an arcade.
I saw
that would be a moneymaker, man.
There's I think every town with a significant amount of population always has those barcades.
Yeah.
I know they don't have any in my area, but there's definitely.
We just had a new barcade open up, and it's pretty cool. I mean, they got lots of neat machines, but they're all a few years old, and none of them even compare to the quality that I could get on my Xbox.
Right.
But the thing is, back in the day, the best graphics you were going to get were at the arcade.
Yeah.
I think it's One Up is the name of that company. I just saw Boogie29988 on YouTube. He bought a collection of those cabinets from, I think it's the name of the company's One Up. And there's they're a little bit. They're not the larger.
They're
cabinets,
4
so
feet tall. They're like this tall. Yeah. They're short. They're like 4 feet tall.
Yeah, and you could fit like 7 on your wall in your house. You know,
yeah,
if you've got
I actually see them.
house.
I see them at the Walmart I go to right down the street. Actually, all the time. They have like 4 different cabinets at the store there. So you could buy one that has like Galaga and so many certain games on it, and one that has like Street Fighter and another set of games on it, one that has like Donkey Kong and another set of games on it, another one that has like another set of games on it. So if you buy all of them, you essentially get all the games that they offer. But they're like, how much are they? Like $200 a piece, $300 a piece?
Yeah, I think I saw 200 or 300, but I thought, man, that would be freaking
But
cool.
they look just like a little like mini arcade cabinet. They're not huge, like tall, but they're like 4 feet tall.
How is that?
I don't even.
How was that profitable back in the day? Because the graphics were better at the arcade. It had to have cost way more money, but it was somehow profitable.
Coins? We're thinking about lives, dude. You die, you pay another coin.
I mean, what? Like now, our graphics are way better at home than if we were to go to an arcade. But back then, it was the opposite. Like, how could we bring that back but have it be profitable? It's impossible.
VR? I'm thinking maybe VR can do it, or some kind of augmented reality.
Like, what did I have at home? Like a Sega Genesis, and I was playing like Sonic and Mortal Kombat 1, and they looked pretty awesome. But I could go to the arcade and play like one of them shooter games or like Primal Rage or something, and the graphics were insane.
Yeah.
On an arcade cabinet.
Right, it's only got to play that one game. It's fully optimized for that one game, yeah.
Quarters, man. They charge you quarters.
That's like if you made an OLED screen, put it in a cabinet, and put like a 2080 Ti in there, and put it in the cabinet, and had this game with mind-blowing graphics, and just like charged like $2 in quarters for it.
Yeah,
like,
I think
no one would pay it.
Nobody would go play that. Like, what the hell?
It depends on
how
where,
did they
right?
do that?
Because I can tell you, like, I'm sure you guys visit your local malls. Like, there's no arcade anymore. Like,
no.
Maybe what? I'm gonna say 4 years ago. I think they finally closed the one down in my mall because retail space.
That, Brink, because nowadays we've all been spoiled and we all have shit at home to play with and phones.
The difference is then it was in. Then it was trendy and cool. Like the arcade was the place to be.
But then
like you go hang out there. Like that's where you go.
But then
that's your escape.
No. But then video games weren't as mainstream as they are now, where everyone has a console.
And digital is
I think a lot of people had Ataris.
Well, a lot of people had them, but some people didn't because some people couldn't afford them.
If you wanted the best gaming experience, you went to the arcade. The thing is, somehow back then they were able to provide it and still at a profit compared to home console gaming. Like it was backwards. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying. I think you're overestimating how many people actually had a console and how many people can actually afford a console. I think there was less adoption of a console back then.
Maybe. I think they were more willing to go to an arcade and pump quarters into a machine than to buy a console for that.
Because it was a waste of money.
They liked that whole experience. They liked leaving their house and going to an arcade better than sitting on their couch playing on a console.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's easier to waste $20 in an arcade than it is to spend $200 to buy a console and take it home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now the only places I really see it in my area are like if you're at like a Chuck E. Cheese or a Scandia, right? A Scandia is basically where you got miniature golf and, they do birthday parties. And there's a good amount of like pinball machines and arcade machines. The new Halo shooting game, which I think sucks. I think it's boring. But even though it's 4-player, could be fun with 4 people. I don't think you get that immersive experience, but still, like, they're just trying to bring it back,
Maybe that was it. Maybe it's because they had exclusives. They had arcade exclusives back then.
David Buster,
You wanted to go to the arcade to play Mortal Kombat 2 with the joystick and the buttons.
Yeah.
Right.
Because nowadays you can do that.
And there would be a line at the machine. That game was new. It had the best graphics you'd ever seen. It was exclusive to the arcade, and you were ready to pump quarters into that thing. You know.
But now we have our Switches and our 3DSs and plasma
Phones.
TVs and 4K and and we have this. I think is a reasonable console prices. And now PC prices have come down, so even more reason to not bring back the arcades.
What if they said, okay, we're launching Halo Infinite, but it's an arcade exclusive? Like, you gotta leave your house. Go to your shitty ass mall.
No, no one would play Halo.
$2 in quarters, but it's got a 2080 Ti in there.
No one cares.
The best graphics you've ever seen.
I don't care what they did.
Are they going to stream it, Brink? That's the thing. Are they going to stream it? So
it's got a button to stream to Mixer.
The thing is,
I'll pay you to watch
nowadays you're not seeing arcades coming up anymore, but you see the new thing that I've seen pop up around, and even around my area in Oregon, I've seen a few of these around. They're called VR arcades. So
I've seen a few. There's
legitimately like people buy like 6 or 7 of the Oculus. Not the Oculus, the HTC Vives, the Pro. So it's like a $2,000 fucking headset. And they're buying these and setting up like private like little rooms or like little sections with dividers. So you go into like your personal space. You rent it out for like an hour or half an hour at a time, depending on how long you want to play. And you play VR. They have like a bunch of games downloaded for you, ready to play. And you play whatever game you want to play in VR for an hour.
That reminds me, Jesus. I need to go back to my local mall because remember the last
VR headset?
Yeah, because not the last time I was there, but all they had but this was like a bigger open room with chairs and tables, and he had like 40 Xboxes. Play anything you want. We have just about everything.
Why would I go play an Xbox at the mall? That sounds lame to me. But a VR experience does not.
Right. So then I was like, dude, I pretty much own everything.
Yeah.
There's no reason to kind of be here. But I mean, I was being nice to him. I was just like, this is a cool setup you got. And the lighting was nice. And, if I actually had maybe do a birthday party thing for my kid, that'd be great. But, but I thought, let me know when you have VR, so he said they were getting that pretty soon. So I want to go back and do VR. Might actually purchase, who knows? Get some Oculus going or some PSVR. Because I've never played it, so. Didn't even do it at Best Buy. I want to know what the next best thing is, right? And it's VR, so that's what I want to do. And you froze up on my end.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Yep.
He's being still.
Yeah, I'm just being very still. Anyways, let's get into some more stuff here. Community questions. You can leave Facebook questions on Facebook. You can make a post. You leave questions there. Or you can leave questions on the Discord. The Discord machine. That's right. Discord machine. You go there. You leave questions under the podcast questions channel. Anyways, join our Discord, people. I always leave the Discord in the what you call that thing? The show notes.
Yeah. Yes. The channel.
Yeah, that's where I put the Discord thing, server. So click the link and join it. Anyways, let's get into community questions. Here, Gunny, go.
And our first question comes from this guy, Alan Maybe. He says, Gunny, how afraid are you when we go HGP versus GFNG podcast in Paladins? And who would you pick for your HGP team of 5?
Fuck them, bunch of losers.
Let me tell you something, Alan. We're not gonna play that, okay? Because you're already good at that game. Yeah, you destroy. So
tell them let's play Overwatch, 5 versus 5 Overwatch. And I got my team, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go.
We're going some Mojo Red here. He's got to be in there. I mean, obviously it's me. He's just Brink and Eric.
Yeah.
Right. So you got 4 of us, right? We'll probably throw in some Mojo. For sure.
Fuck you,
I don't know if we're playing Paladins. I might substitute my 10-year-old daughter to whoop your ass. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Brink's 10-year-old daughter's coming in as a sub pinch hitter.
Where does David Snyder fall on this? Is he like just automatically Alan's friend?
David Snyder sucks. He's gonna side with Alan.
He's Team Alan, huh?
You know, he's gonna join those people. You know, he's gonna join those people.
Those people.
Stay in your lane, David. With Alan.
David should join us, though. He should join us. Join us, David. Betray Alan. Fuck Alan. Alan says he doesn't like you anyways, David. That's what he told me.
Yeah. As soon as you're not around, all of a sudden,
it's all like, oh, fucking Snyder. You tired of fuck. I hate Snyder. Fuck yeah, Snyder's a bitch. Fuck Snyder.
All I say is...
That's all I hear when you're not there, dude. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should have you on our team instead.
It like gets to the point where it's annoying. It's like, okay, we get it.
Yeah, we get it, Alan. We get it, Alan. You want to talk shit about Snyder. Yeah.
Let's stop the shit talk here, you know?
God.
But I got to say, we're playing, you know, we're fucking playing. You're going to lose. How about that?
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah.
Chill,
yeah. And that's all you need to know.
DFDs, bro. Bring your rubber ducky floaties, all right? You're going to need them.
Yo, got a question. Speaking of rubber duckies, you just completely reminded me. In the Division 2, do either of you guys know why there's a bunch of rubber ducks in that game?
I shoot them. It doesn't do anything. Man.
They're literally everywhere. I got creeped out. I was yesterday, last night. I was playing by myself. I wasn't streaming or anything. I was playing alone. And I saw a rubber duck on top of a dumpster, like in an alleyway. It's all foggy and creepy looking. I was like, it's kind of random that like a rubber duck is here. And then a big guy came out and started shooting at me. Okay. So
Does it make you want to sing the Sesame Street song?
No. Listen. And then I was like on the completely opposite side of the map, going through another creepy area. And guess what was there? A rubber ducky.
You know what that is?
Right there.
It's in the developers' notes, right? When they were making this game,
it's so fun.
Developer said, like, after working like 12 hours on the Division 2 during development, go home, take a nice bath, put a rubber ducky in his bath.
Is that what it is?
No,
I have
no idea.
There's a lot of rubber duckies in the Division 2. That has to mean something.
All right. I haven't seen one rubber ducky, man. I don't know.
keep an eye out. They're very small. They're very small, and they're kind of like hidden sometimes. They're like on top of a duck. Not really hidden, but you can totally miss them if you just run by it. You got to be looking out like to the details of the game, and you'll see the rubber duckies, man. They're everywhere.
Are you seeing rubber duckies anywhere else? Like
dumpsters? I mean,
like in real life. Or?
I've seen them in drug labs.
In real life, I see it in my car sometimes. Driving to work.
Rearview mirror. Are you seeing a rubber duck?
Driving to work, I see it in the middle of the road, in the middle of nowhere.
You pull over and just like, oh yeah, if I had a gun right now.
Fucking rubber ducky, man. You can shoot them too in the Division and they blow up or whatever, disappear.
Jesus, real quickly, have you done any of the face masks?
I got 2 of them.
Damn it, I haven't gotten any.
What up, son? Got 2 face masks. Fucking noob, Gunny. Get on my level.
I saw Jesus' black hockey mask earlier.
Yeah, bro.
Looked like Jason.
Pretty sick. Yeah.
I got one that has a red
red
on it or whatever, red stripe on it or some shit. Yeah.
How'd you get that?
You have to be pretty high level, and you get like this random mission called like it appears on your map and it says like this mission is anonymous. That's all it says when you.
So you got to go to YouTube and then you watch.
No. You don't have to do that. You go to this mission and you have to trigger this mission first, and then when you trigger that mission, like what you do is you walk into this building. And the guy, like, you know how you got the guy on your headset always talking about, like, mission is you got to do this. Well, like, in this one, you go in there and it's like, hey, I'm getting a transmission from this building, but there's nobody in there. You should go check it out, but be careful. And as you're walking in, you kind of lose comms or whatever, and the lights turn on, and there's a dead body hanging from the ceiling as an agent. And next thing you know, everything kind of starts flashing, and a crazy ninja comes out, starts fucking you up, and he kills you. No matter what you do, he's going to kill you. Because he has like unlimited health. And then, that's how you start all the mask people. You could like track them down and trigger them. And they're kind of like Easter eggs. You got to like shoot so many things or flip so many switches and then they appear.
But I thought most of the ones that you get, the video that I watched was you go to the certain location. You'll see the hanging balloon. You face the American flag and you salute, and then like you'll hear like the ding, like I did it today, just kind of randomly, and then I was like, oh, this is one of those things where I have to salute the flag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, guess what? I didn't salute a flag.
You did not salute the American flag.
Did not.
Unpatriotic.
No. I've been watching that show. Speaking of Division, I've been watching that show Designated Survivor on Netflix. That show's fucking good. I'm glad Netflix picked it up as a
I was just going to cancel
series.
it today, actually, because we haven't been watching it.
Designated Survivor, that show is good. Just watch it, dude. It's about like this dude.
I saw the trailer. It looks good.
Yeah, it's about this dude. You know how like they have that, right? Like a designated survivor is like one person from the government that they pick. They like take him out to like a bunker somewhere whenever like the State of the Union's about to happen or like they're about to swear in a president. So like all the government's there pretty much. They hide this one dude on the side. So in case a bomb goes off or somebody drops a nuke in D.C. and kills everybody at the same time, kills all our government, this one dude is supposed to be the new president. And that's kind of what happens in this TV show. This dude is sitting there, like, watching the president give a speech or whatever, like his first day being sworn in. And then, like, a bomb goes off and the Capitol blows up. Kind of like in The Division. Kind of weird looking.
Is it like 48 hours, but not set up in the same
kind
way?
of. And like, they grab this dude and they, like, swear him in as president, like,
24,
right away.
I think it was? Yeah.
No. It's like a whole season. Like, a whole series is based on, like, this conspiracy about, like, these dudes trying to overthrow the government. That's why they blew up the Capitol while everyone was there. It's fucking crazy. But, anyways, next question. Oh, shit. Brink's gotta go. Bye, Brink.
Gotta go.
Hey, thanks for having me. It was fun.
Thanks
for being on, Brink. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, Brink. See you on Division later, whenever you're on. Bye.
Alrighty, and our next question is from the Jonathan Hall. He says, on a scale from awesomeness to badass, where do you rank the Atari VCS?
None.
Well, we don't know anything yet. I mean, as far as like, okay, so probably hype. You know, what's your excitement for it?
None.
What's your level of excitement?
Nope. None. I don't care.
I think I think until I see a more, you know, because I don't have like a, you know, like a, what do you call it? Like a homebrew console. Because apparently it's going to have that stuff in it. I don't know, like, because I never bought one to begin with. I could probably just go.
I just don't care,
right
gang. Honestly, we're wasting time. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Fuck the VCS.
Yeah.
It's gonna flop. It's gonna be like an Ouya. I'll buy it for $5 when I see it in a Goodwill somewhere in a couple years.
Go. Pretty much. All right. Same with me. I'm kind of in the middle on that one. Next question from John Jerome. Do you think Rockstar kept out having sex with bar wenches due to the whole Me Too movement to avoid bad press? It has been in the most of the Grand Theft Autos, and Witcher 3 had Gerald's scared ass banging everybody.
Scarred ass.
Scarred ass.
Geralt's scarred ass banging everybody.
He was too, man. He's out there just hitting it all.
I don't know. I mean, Rockstar definitely needs to thread a fine needle when they're making their games. They go very political and very satire with things going on in the world. And these days, unfortunately, everyone gets offended. Whether they're targeting whatever party affiliation you are politically, whatever sexual orientation you are, whatever religion you are, someone's going to get offended. You can't make a comment without someone getting offended one way or another. And Grand Theft Auto being a game that's about usually commentary on current situations, the world, the country, whatever, I mean, they gotta be careful with that. And maybe they wanted to have less sex because, yeah, maybe it is because of the Me Too movement, or it is because they want females to be less, looked upon as like a sex object instead of just being a female. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. You gotta ask Rockstar. I don't work for them, so I don't know what it was. But it could
I remember
be that.
I made a statement on here. I don't know what episode it was about, picking up hookers in your cars in GTA 5. But then I realized, wait a minute, that was GTA 4. So I don't even remember if you were able to do that in GTA 5.
I don't know.
Did they keep that out? I don't remember
never
the story
even
if you were able to.
I never even tried it, to be honest. I don't know if you can. I'm assuming you probably can.
Yeah.
You still go to strip clubs.
Right, you could do that. Yeah, there
You
was
could do all that
shit.
bullshit. I mean, they have that shit in there, so I mean,
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can still.
But
pick
as
up
far as
hookers.
treating them like sex objects, or having sex with them, I mean, I know they're not going to go out of their way to just fuck it. We're just going to go totally un-PC on this one.
They're not.
That's
That's the whole thing about Rockstar. They don't give a fuck. They're making it like a game, kind of like
you could kill everybody,
Yeah.
right? From men to women to
It's kind of stupid of them to be doing it to be politically correct. You're like, oh, we don't want to objectify women, but then we'll let you just shoot everybody in this street if you want to, and kill all the cops in the world.
Yeah, and and some people are split on that, right? Where they're like, well, that's totally different, like.
I don't see how it's different. You got to be if you're going to be politically correct, be politically correct across the entire board.
Right.
Don't just be half-assing it and be like, "Oh, I'm only politically correct. We're not gonna make fun of the president in this game." It's like, no. If you're gonna make fun of something else, make fun of the president. Make fun of everybody. Make fun of fucking Republicans, Democrats, and independents. I don't give a shit what you make fun of. But if you're gonna make a game that's about a political party, making fun of them, make fun of all the political parties.
Yes, yeah. Don't make it just all like a one-sided thing,
Yeah.
Then you do have like a hidden agenda, or that was your agenda to kind of go after one side, and not the other. So.
Rockstar does a pretty good job of just like fucking not caring. They do really good stories, man. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, some people try to make that political or whatever, and it's not really. It's a pretty good fucking game, and it's kind of representative of kind of like what the Wild West was like. Because people are like, well, there's too many black people in the gang. I'm like, in reality, no, there was a lot of black cowboys. If you look in history, there was a lot of black cowboys because a lot of people were freed from slavery, and you know where the fuck they went? They didn't stay in the South. They didn't stay in fucking South Carolina and Georgia and fucking Alabama. They fucking left that shit. Like, fuck this. We know how bad it is down here. Fuck this. We're going to move to the West, where it's not part of the United States. It's kind of like a free land. Just going to move there and live there for now,
Yeah,
and
it's like during Civil War or whatever it was, and in the North, in the Dakotas and wherever it was up there. I can't think of the name of the movie, but you had Native Americans fighting, up against the Canadian border and and like fighting for the British or fighting for this, and people were like enraged, for like Native Americans. This is not true and historical
it's offensive.
It's like, no, we're kind of basing this on facts, but still
the way I look at it, man, don't get offended by everything that people say or people do just because it's something that you are going to get offended about. If I say something and it offends you, it doesn't mean that I said it to offend you. I just said it. It doesn't mean necessarily that I'm going to offend you or that I mean to offend you. Maybe that's the way you're taking it. Yeah. Because some people get really offended at a joke. There's people out there in the world that do not know how to like read a joke. You say a joke and they're like, "Fuck you, that's offensive to this," and I'm like, but you understand what a joke is, right?
Right.
There's humor there, but I guess some people just don't see it. They just don't see it, man, and they can't, and they don't want to, and they see the world black and white, and they don't have that sense of whatever there.
Yeah, so I think it's hard to see what, why. I don't know. Rockstar, I don't think they did it. I don't think they did it to avoid bad press.
No, I don't think so.
Make millions of dollars. But I just want to say one other thing with like, what was it? Division. Like, I think the reason we're not seeing more, more violence and bloodshed or whatever in that game. Maybe they are trying to do, avoid bad press. But either way, I don't know. Yeah. Story wise.
I mean, you can say the same thing about Red Dead Redemption 2. There was no, you couldn't pick up any hookers there. Like in the bathhouses, you can pay extra to get a bath by a woman or whatever. But like,
right, she just talked more. That was the thing.
That's literally what she did.
Story.
I'm gonna talk more. There was very little nudity in that game overall. Like I think the only sex scene in that whole game was when you're drunk and you're looking for Lenny, and you break into that room and you see the
cool.
lady having sex with the dude you know, because it's like a whorehouse or whatever. She's having sex with the dude, but she looks like Lenny. She has like the face of Lenny, and you're like, oh, Lenny, what? Lenny, my boy. You know, like all confused and shit. But that's the only sex scene in the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, like they don't even sexualize the girls in the gang. None of them are sexualized. They're all like badass fucking people.
Right.
You know, all the females in the gang are like either leaders or killers. Like even Sadie Adler, she becomes like the most badass character in the game, pretty much. You know, she becomes like this badass bounty hunter by the end of the game. So like,
I like her. Yeah.
it doesn't take much away from the story. I like it either way.
Yeah.
Anyways, next question.
Anyway, next question is from Jonathan Arcelo. Johnny, he says, if your significant other smashed your favorite console, what would be your reaction?
Alrighty. Depends what your significant other is. But since you're asking us specifically, I would throw away all their makeup. Just break it all. Smash it all up. Why not? Either that or break some of their bullshit. I don't fucking know. Break the fucking whatever they own. Their phone. you break my Xbox, I'm breaking your phone. No. How about that?
Sorry about that, Jesus. My significant other was trying to talk to me about dinner, so.
What did she break? What if she broke your console, Gunny? What would you do?
Man, I think I would say that if...
I mean,
man, like,
how are they doing it? Are they
console,
doing it out of anger? Like, is this like an argument type thing? You get into an argument with them and they just break your shit? I would be fucking pissed. I'd break somebody's phone, dude.
Yeah, I would be. Because my significant other would be missing after my console went mysteriously, like, right after it broke. Like, how did this happen, you know?
Yeah, what the fuck, you know?
Are the two connected, you know?
Just, I don't know.
Man, I don't know. Like, I've never had, like... Man, I'm not sure.
That's a very controlling relationship, Jonathan. Are you in a situation like that?
Yeah, tell us
about it. Be careful.
Like, tell us in your secret chat. Like, what's going on? Just send me a message.
You having problems at home? Is your significant other breaking your shit? I mean, this kind of sounds like abuse.
Hey, I've had my significant other just like, oh, smash your Xbox. I don't know how many times she said that.
No, but has she done it? That's the other thing.
No, she hasn't.
Yeah, that's different.
Maybe because she knows what would happen.
Yeah, think about it,
I don't know.
Like, you'd be fucking pissed, right? Like,
yeah.
It's like your thing. It's like if somebody said, I'm going to break your PC, Jesus. I'm going to throw a sledgehammer through that motherfucker. It's like, I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck you. I'm fucking you up. Bro.
You know, I've got my... You guys know I have this connection with my Xbox 360 that's in the living room, and it's hooked up. Matter of fact, I got to hook up the Xbox One to just take the wires out so I can play Mortal Kombat 11 in there. But still, don't touch it, you know? It's mine.
Don't touch that shit, bro.
I'll get defensive really quickly. Things will escalate, if you know what I mean.
Anyways.
Next question. Brian Tall, what's up, bud? Says, why do people ask for gaming systems on the go from Xbox and PlayStation, but see them fail again and again, and they think they should spend development money on it? Exactly, Brian. I can't believe you waited so long to answer this question because I got an answer. I don't know. What's wrong with these people?
Because people don't know what they want until they want it. I mean, no one really knows.
Yeah. What's wrong with people?
Xbox would never make a mobile console. They never should. I don't think they should.
We're seeing those concept art things from people that, and they look cool. It was like, oh yeah, this would be awesome. They should do it.
I don't think it would work. I don't want to play my Xbox style games on the go, man. I wouldn't want that. And
I know that they have been asked that question many times. And I want to say, God, I'm trying to think if it was Don Magic or somebody from the development team. Was it Shane or Sean? Somebody was saying like, it was always discussed, but never made it past any kind of test phase,
Yeah.
And this was just even prior to like your tablet generation or your smartphone really take it off.
It's just not worth it, and I don't see the money in it for them.
Yeah, and we see Sony just fail, but
Nintendo, yeah, because Nintendo, you know what they have the money for? They appeal to kids. Kids are the ones riding buses to school. Kids are the ones riding in the backseat of a car. Kids are the ones that get impatient during trips. An adult can sit there and look out the window, not worry about shit or look at their phone. A kid doesn't have a phone or the ability to sit there and look out a window and not get bored. You know what I mean?
And I think also even with Nintendo, where a kid can say to any parent, probably 90% of all parents, and say, "Oh, I want to get a Nintendo," and the parents is already thinking like, "Oh, this is perfect for kids. It's a it's non-violent or something." It's like, it's a Nintendo, it's Mario, it's Zelda. This is cute, it's fun. It's like almost like that Insta buy for them. Where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get that for you. So it appeals to such a wide variety of even kids and parents that are willing to buy it for them. So I think definitely that's why they're successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But unless Brian was referring to like streaming stuff, I don't know, but I don't know. The future.
Yep.
But I think that's all we have for questions. I don't think we had any Discord questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, people, I want to remind you all that you can follow us on Twitter @Horrible Gamers. Join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast. It's our page. Go like it, and you'll find our group link to that. You can always email us feedback@horriblegamers.com, and patreon.com/horriblegamers is where you can go and support the show financially. Like Jonathan Hall has, Alan Maybe, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa, The Mayo, Jonathan Arcelo, Pork Chapu, Bo Sassone, Jesse Kraft, and Henley M. Appreciate you guys coming out here, supporting the show. It's awesome, honestly.
Thank you.
Anyways, we're done. We're out of here. You can find me on Xbox Live Gamertag, Jesus Walkslot, on the PlayStation Network, GSUS Walkslot. None of us played Days Gone. That's why we didn't speak about it. We know that's the big release this week. I never play it. Maybe Eric has. I don't know yet. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But you can find me on Steam, Jesus Walks a Lot. You can find me on Epic, Jesus Walks a Lot. Add me on all that. You play. Let's play on some Division 2 on PC. I'll be on there. But yeah, that's where we can find you, Gunny. Where can we find you?
You can find me on the Xbox, Gunny Chief. Same on Steam. I might be the Gunny Chief on Steam. That's maybe what you have to search for on there. You play Gunny Chief. That's where I've been playing my Division. Epic Store, I haven't been on there much, but it's probably Gunny Chief on there. So find me on all the things over there. Even on Twitter, Gunny Chief.
That's right. And you can find Eric St. Nicholas on anything Xbox Live, whatever St. Nicholas, Eric on PlayStation. And I stream on Mixer, Jesus Walks a Lot, so go find my page or my Mixer streaming page. So that's mixer.com/Jesus Walks a Lot. I stream on there exclusively, so go watch me there. And we're done. Goodbye.
What does Gidget say, Jesus?
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. We're out of here. Goodbye, good night. We're done. Bye.
See ya.